No, the stream does not have.
Oh well, that's
got
just a
sound
whole other
again,
issue.
and we've also got double
That's a whole other
Veronica,
issue.
so I'm just sorting that out now.
I love double Veronica though. Can we get a third one?
Yay, it's working.
Yeah, more Veronica. Nothing but Veronica.
Yeah, we're gonna only have Veronica, and that's what we want. That's what everyone is gagging for. But thank you so much, everyone. We are here. We are playing Paranoia, and we're gonna get started in just a moment. But we wanted to say thank you for all of y'all for hanging out. It's 10:28, which is easily Kieran. What time is it for you?
It's 2:28 the next day.
Whoa!
We can all agree.
Afternoon?
Yeah.
Damn.
It
Yes.
is
I hate it.
3:30
How did we do?
a.m. for me.
Dang.
Damn.
Man, you guys did so. It was really through at the end with a $30,000 donation, but hey, you know,
Oh, you. Oh, you.
Guys, that was an end game spoiler.
Ban him.
Oh, he's canceled.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
We don't stand that in this house.
So, do we have an Adam now?
I mean, I'm here. My pout mode is at 13, unfortunately, because I cannot express to you how much work I put into putting together like the funniest, best sound effects and the best version of real live in process Sayer voice modulation. None of it's fucking working right now. Like when I connected to the call, for those of you who are not the 6 other people in this call for me, it kind of worked, but it was like really staticky and gross. So like I went to go turn down some of my levels to make it change, and then all of a sudden, like now it just doesn't pick up at all anymore. I don't know what the problem is, but we're not going to waste another half hour trying to figure it out. So we got to get going. We got a game to play.
You've got a full-on sulk going.
I got a what?
A full-on sulk.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled, Carly. You're correct, but we're gonna move past it because yeah, we're already behind the 8 ball. I mean, look at this. We're half an hour in, and we haven't even sat down to start.
I cannot believe that I didn't put together a plate of spaghetti for this thing.
You really jacked up.
I really
on that
fucked up here.
Okay, so we gotta play some Paranoia.
Yes, call me animals. So sorry to hear that. I'm glad that associations like Trevor Project exist. And it's a sobering reminder why we choose things like this. It sucks.
Yeah, I was actually really excited to hear that we were streaming for the Trevor Project this year.
Yes.
Yeah, I was really, really excited. They're a
Yeah,
fantastic
and
organization.
the Trevor Project is now the quote-unquote official charity for, Geekly and so forth. So we're excited. We're going to next charity stream, always Trevor Project. And most importantly, though, in between charity streams. It's very important to give huge chunks because they can use it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know that for fact. But I gotta assume. I assume.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I assume that consistent like $5 every month has to help them so much more than one chunk. I don't really know, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
This is true.
Yeah.
Adam, why don't you tell us what we're doing tonight?
Okay.
Yeah. Who am I gonna be?
Okie dokie. Well, we're gonna play Paranoia. We're gonna play some crazy ass multiverse Paranoia is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Because I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be safe. I think it'll be okay. Nothing will get permanently broken.
Oh, fun.
Really quickly, please raise your hand if you did not read anything like a player's manual about this before we started.
I mean, read it before.
I ran the game before. I guess I can't put on my hand. I don't remember any of it though. So
that would have been a lot safer had you said no, but you did say yes. All right. So does everybody have?
I knew the consequences.
Just let me know when I need to give someone a star.
Yeah, you definitely do need to give Carly a treason star, but not yet because she doesn't have a character yet. So let's worry about that later. Okay. So does everybody have the character sheet or access to the fillable character sheet?
Yes.
If not, I can repaste the link.
Yeah, can you repaste it for me?
I
I
was
can do
scared
that.
access
Repaste that
was
link.
treason.
You were what?
Yeah.
To the what now?
I was really scared access was treason, and I like to do as I'm told.
Yes.
Thought you were laying a trap
Accessing
for her.
the character sheet is not treason.
Okay.
You
Good
can
to
access the
know.
fillable character sheet. You just couldn't do anything in there yet. Now you can do stuff in there. So you're going to need access to that. I printed one off just for me, for all of you, so I can look at it as we go along. We don't have a lot that we have to do in here in the character sheet. It won't take too awful long. We should be able to manage it pretty easily. But we do have to assign some skills. So I said we're going to play a little bit like a multiverse version. And so everybody's going to bring over some characters that they have previously played in their own podcasts. And they're all going to come together in this wonderful world of Paranoia. So really quickly, I guess the first thing to fill out on our character sheets is the name section. So let's do that real quick right up front. So we're just going to kind of go around. I'm going to pretend in my head that we're all sitting in the order that we're on the charity stream. So that means we're going to start by going around and starting with John. So John,
Yes.
what character are you playing?
I am playing Jeff, the gnome handyman.
Okay. So you are playing Jeff, the gnome handyman. Wonderful. Go ahead and mark Jeff in the name section of your sheet. Give yourself a security clearance of red. And please do not put anything else in there. Wait, actually, you know what? Everyone can mark home sector. Your home sector is the sector DMY. It's just a 3-digit code. That is your home sector.
DMY.
D is in David. M is in Mavid. Y is in Yavid.
Dancing, Nancy, Yancy.
Okay, moving around. Carly, who are you playing?
I'm playing the nice girl, Carol.
Cool. And then you can go ahead and mark Carol in your name section. And then also go ahead where it says treason stars. Give yourself one of those.
How dare you do this to me?
Can I give her one of those?
Yes, go ahead. Please mark it on the screen so that everybody can follow along.
Bing!
Okay, so then let's see. I guess next would be Tim. Tim, who are you playing?
I'm playing Toby Treacletart.
Who?
And he is...
A gnome illusion wizard. Famous hero. Leader of the White Spire. Co-founder of the Tower of Grey. It goes on and on.
Okay, so he's a gnome. Go ahead and write Toby under name.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you're all red security clearance. You can go ahead and mark red in there under security clearance. Let's see. Veronica, who are you playing?
Hey guys, I'm playing Nighthawk. And just imagine if Jack Black was Batman and skinnier. That's like me.
Okay.
Hi.
Hell yeah.
I have
Wow.
written
I love
Nighthawk
that.
on here. That should be in the name section.
Oh, I need to go pee. Sorry.
Perfect timing.
That's treason.
Ray,
It's treason to urinate.
Ray, who are you playing?
I'm going to play everyone's favorite tiny bear that does murder, Goldie. She was a young bear person that got kidnapped and turned into a vampire, and now she's 70 years old and still a real shitty little girl.
Perfect.
She's real shitty.
Everybody's
She's real shitty.
everybody's favorite shitty vampiric murder bear, Goldie.
Yeah, it really is a trick point.
And that brings us around to Kieran. Kieran, who are you playing?
Hello. I am playing Kieran, who is a human podcast host.
Ew.
Okay.
I've never
like-
heard of one.
Who likes comics?
Who likes
so
comics?
Then,
Yeah.
So then you would mark Kieran in your name section of your sheet.
Podcasts is
I
for
would.
nerds.
On my notes, Kieran, I have the E and the I reversed, so who knows? So maybe that's how I can tell you apart.
Mm.
That's just
Well,
for me.
I feel like spelling my name wrong is treasonous, but that's okay.
Okay, so here's what you're going to need. I'm going to explain some of the basics just because Tim's not here and that's more fun. So all you really need is a bunch of D6s. There's really no set number of D6s that you need. You probably will not need more than like 6 of them, but you could need like 10. Who knows? You know, it could be a fun night. We don't really have any idea. You are going to need one of those D6s to be a different color than every other D6. Preferably red, because you are all red clearance.
But I do have a red one.
Okay.
What about
I'm going to buck the trend and use my cool GeeklyInc metal dice from Die Hard Dice.
Okay, that's great.
I'm in part using my very good metal brute force dice from Die Hard Dice.
So yeah, if you have the brute force dice, those will work really well for this because you just are looking for almost similarly to if you were playing Fate. You're looking for 5s and 6s. Those are markers of success. But you do need one dice to be different than the rest of them still.
I do.
Monopoly dice.
Really quickly, John, are we going to be giving away some dice?
We are.
Section?
In about 20 minutes, we are giving away a special set of brute force fake dice, like these ones. Except they are customized to.
We don't even have them. Except for Adam. Adam's got them.
I don't have any custom ones. I have the regular purple ones. That's all I have.
I thought they sent you. Oh, okay.
They
well,
didn't send. I
guess
wish.
None of us have them, so you'll be the only one.
Funnily enough, the Die Hard folks were gonna send Adam dice, and then I called them. I called their phone number, their landline, and I said, "How dare you?"
She showed up on their
Accurate.
She showed up on their front step and slapped them straight in the face.
I did. How dare you? I want those cami ones first.
Okay, so the reason that this one die that is a different color is important is because this is called the computer die. And if you roll a 6 on this die, you have to let me know. It's still a success, just like every other 5 or 6, but you have to let me know. And every time you roll, you're going to roll this die. Even if you have no skill points, you're still going to at least roll one die. It's going to be this one. So every time you roll, you're rolling this die. Let me know if it comes up a 6. Cool?
Cool.
I mean, I'm terrified, but sure.
That's the right frame of mind. Okay, let's move on.
Did I miss anything when I went potty?
Yes,
Just
everything.
Mechanics.
Let's move on to the rest of the skill sheet. So stats you can kind of ignore for a bit. We're not going to deal with that yet. But let's talk about skills. So the way we do this is we go around and we take skills in order, kind of around the horn. So we'll start kind of in the same spot where John's going to take a skill, whatever skill he feels that he wants to take a +1 in, and we'll go all the way around. And then we'll start with Carly, and we'll go all the way around. Everybody will take a +2, and then we'll start with Tim, and we'll go all the way around. Everybody will take a +3, and then Kieran never gets to start it because there's 6 of us, and we only go up to a +5 on things. So. But go ahead, John. Pick any of these skills that you feel Jeff would be good at. We have athletics, guns, melee, throw, science, psychology.
So would this be my one that he's the least good at?
He's good at it, but he's not amazing at it. He gets a +1 to whatever this is.
Okay, so my +1 will be in stealth.
Great. So go ahead and mark +1 next to stealth. And Carol, please mark -1 next to stealth.
God, how dare you do this thing to me?
Oh, gosh. I forgot about this part of the game.
So Carol, that's a gift from Jeff to you that you have. You are now not very stealthy. Go ahead and pick what you would like Carol to be good at.
Just because I actually have no idea what it means, I'm going to be +1 in Alpha Complex. Okay,
so Toby, you have a -1 to Alpha Complex.
My +1. I was gonna pick Alpha Complex.
Really quickly, a thing to be important to be noted: every skill can only be picked once per round. So no one can pick stealth. No one can pick Alpha Complex in the rest of this round.
Okay, so we should.
For the next time round, you could add a +2 to it. Right.
Yes.
Can I get operate as my +1?
Sure, you can have a +1 to operate, which means Nighthawk has a -1 to operate.
to take a +1 to throw.
Okay, +1 to throw. Kieran, you have a -1 to throw.
Oh man, I mean, just like real life, am I right?
Unless it's throw
okay,
shade.
I'm gonna take a +1.
Oh wait, I skipped Ray. I have my things out of order. So no, actually, it's Goldie that has a -1 to throw.
Dang it!
So then Goldie is picking her skill here.
Goldie wants a +1 to demolitions.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
that
it's
sounds about
Kieran has a
right.
-1 to demolitions. All right, so now Kieran gets
I'm
to
gonna
pick.
take a. Okay, I'm gonna take a +1 to bureaucracy.
Okay, +1 to bureaucracy. So that means that that Jeff gets a -1 to bureaucracy.
Right. Yeah, and I'm going to take.
It's not your turn. It's
Oh.
Carol's turn. Carol, what do you like to take a +2 to?
It just occurred to me because the chat told me that I definitely am going to be taking a +2 and throw.
Okay, that means that Toby, you have a -2 to throw.
That makes sense. That's fair.
Dang, we're not throwers here.
And the max is 3.
Things will go up to 5.
Oh, 5. Golly beans.
It's going to take a while.
So
If you just jump into it, you know these characters. What's Toby good at?
well, this is all future shit. Would you think science is close enough for like int stuff? I mean, I don't know what this world is.
Hell yeah! Go
All right,
for
then
it.
I'll take 2 for science.
Great, +2 to science.
If
That
you
means
feel in your
Nighthawk-
heart, do it.
Yeah.
Nighthawk has a -2 to science.
Yeah, cool. And I'm going to take a +2 to athletics.
Perfect.
That means that Cammy has a -2 in athletics.
Goldie, you heathen!
Oh, that's right,
It's
Goldie.
inevitable.
They're
right,
both
so Goldie-
fairies, so
Goldie wants a +2 to psych.
Okay, +2 to psychology, which means that Kieran has a -2 to psychology.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna take a +2 in. I'm gonna take a +2 in melee. Yeah.
Okay, +2 to melee, which means that Jeff has a -2 to melee.
I'm going to take a +2 in charm.
+2 to charm, which means that Carol has a -2 charm.
I don't like that.
All right, slip around to Toby. Toby, what do you want to take a +3 to?
What did I take a -2 to? Or just we start. Sorry, you explain that.
Starts the next round, yeah.
Can I take a 3 to demolitions? Wait, run off the
Absolutely.
5. I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do engineer for 3. And I want to let you know I want a 4 or a 5 for demolitions.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm. But
Wait,
you don't.
What
have to listen.
happened? I'm confused.
3 to engineering.
He takes a 3 to engineering, which means that Nighthawk has a -3 in engineering.
Great. And then Nighthawk is going to take a 3 to melee.
Okay, +3 melee, which means that Goldie has a -3 in melee.
That's fine.
That's about right.
Goldie's about to take a +3 in guns.
+3 in guns. At least you have some sort of skill in that category.
Hey,
That
she's
right?
she's young,
Okay,
but if
so-
you give her guns,
So Kieran, you have a -3 in guns.
Which does make sense.
that's tracks.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a +3 in. I'm gonna take a +3 in charm.
I love the way you said
So-
charm.
Good.
Actually, you cannot take a +3 to charm.
Is John.
Oh.
Because John has already taken a +2
Oh.
to charm. It would force John to take a -3 to charm, which he can't do because he already has charm. So you
Oh,
can't.
right. I thought I would go down to like +1 or something.
Nope.
No.
Well,
Okay.
so
okay.
so the rule book is really nebulous about this rule in general as to like what do you do in this situation, and it happens multiple times over the course of character creation. So when in doubt, I refer to the other rule that they have, which just says I'm God and can choose whatever I want.
Okay.
So that's what I want to do.
So Kieran can never have any charm.
He is going to be stuck with a 0 in charm unless Goldie takes some charm, in which case he will have a -to charm.
She is very charming. I know what you're into.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna take a +3 to similar to charm, bluff.
Okay. That's the kind of charm we all know and love, which means that Jeff has a -3 bluff.
Yeah. So I am going to take a +3 in science.
I will give you an extra moxie point if you take it in demolitions.
Sure.
Okay, so Jeff takes a +3 in demolitions.
Oh,
Oh darn! I didn't do my math correctly, so I'm sorry, Carol. You got a -3 to demolitions. I wasn't paying attention. I thought that Tim was coming next.
Dang!
I mean, I can change it back to my original.
Stone Cold Steve
If you
Austin.
want.
I've already written it on.
Doing it, I was like,
I've already written it on the character sheet, so it's
Then
done.
do I mark a moxie point as well then?
No, you don't mark any moxie points right now.
Okay.
y'all, Carol raised 2 boys. She's definitely taking a +3 in intimidate.
Okay, so Carol's got a +3 to intimidate,
so
which means Toby's got a -3 to intimidate.
that checks out.
Okay, so we're at +4. Nighthawk, if you take it in demolitions, I will give you a moxie point.
No, thank you, sir. I would like to take it in stealth.
Okay, you could take it in stealth, so a +4 to stealth. Give yourself 1 treason star.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Whatever that is.
Ramp it
Love
up.
it.
Does that mean that I do bad stealth?
Yes, you have a -3 to or
Four.
-4 to stealth. Yeah.
God, I love an entrance. I want to take Goldie. Goldie wants me to take a +4 to intimidate.
Goldie's driving this bus.
Okay, so that means that Kieran has a -4 to intimidate.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. That's accurate. Okay, so I'm going to take a +4 to... Gosh. I can take a +4 to Alpha Complex. I don't know what it is, but I want a +4 on it.
Sure. +4 to Alpha Complex, which means that Jeff has a -4 in Alpha Complex.
Okay. I'm
Kieran
gonna
keeps
take
taking a lot of the things I want to take for
+4
Goldie.
in science.
Okay, Jeff has a +4 in science, which means that Carol has a -4 in science.
-4. Okay. I would like to take a +4 in melee because I know my way around some knives.
Okay, so Toby has a
Stone Cold Killer.
-4 to melee.
That makes sense. Adam, did you retcon me not being able to take demolitions? Is that what happened?
No, you could take demolitions.
No
it's
one
not
did.
your turn though, because you went first this last time. So it is Nighthawk's turn.
No, I haven't gone this turn.
No. I went first last time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I went
did
first
you?
for 3. So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take 4 in demolitions.
All right.
Darn.
So Nighthawk taking -4 to demolitions.
Jesus Christ. I guess I have no... Wait. Okay, yes. Of course. That makes perfect sense. I'm back
Yeah.
on board.
Probably should have taken demolitions.
Well, I was going to try and get a 5 in it, so...
Well, you knew he was going to take it.
I did say it.
Is
He
it my
did.
turn?
He did.
Is it my turn?
So did you started the 4s,
I
right?
started the 4s.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's right.
it's Ray's turn with a
It's
+5 to whatever you want
Okay.
within
so,
limits, obviously.
Well, I think Goldie's gonna end up with a +5 in operate.
Okay, +5 to operate.
You son of a bitch. I cannot
So
believe
Kieran
you.
take -5 to operate, and what is your +5 in?
Well,
So
it
you
was
do
going to be
it.
operate, but I guess it's
Yeah, well, I was gonna do Alpha Complex and Bluff too, my dude. Okay, you fucked my shit up too, Kieran.
Glad we're on the same page here. Okay, I'm going to take a +5.
Don't you
I'm
do
going
it.
to take a +5 to program.
Okay, of all the characters,
Oh, wait, John, what did you want me to not do?
I'm not going to tell
Neg-
you.
-5 to program for Jeff. Jeff, what is your +5?
Engineer.
+5 to engineer, which means that
Yeah, let's
Carol
take
has a
engineer now.
-5 to engineer. Carol, what's your +5?
Oh boy. I'm gonna take a +5 to psychology.
Okay. So -5 psychology, Toby.
Hey, listen, she's got some dark secrets in her past now, and she knows how to deal with them.
Toby's 5 is going to be in gun.
Yes.
What is gun if not magic?
All right, that means that's a -5 to guns for
I feel
Nighthawk.
like I less wanted to build Toby and more accidentally destroy Veronica without thinking about it. I didn't realize that's what was happening until later, and I am sorry.
Yeah,
It's A-okay. I guess I'll take my 5 in Alpha Complex.
no. Okay.
That makes sense. If a
Nice.
Batman definitely has an alpha complex.
Which means that is a -5 to Alpha Complex for Goldie.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Fine.
That's
don't know
what
what it
you
is.
wanted, right? That's what you wanted?
Sure. Everything. All of this is what I wanted. I'm so happy.
Good job. That is important. It's good that you're happy.
Happiness is
Happiness treason.
Happiness
No.
is not treason. Happiness is mandatory. Fun is mandatory.
Oh yeah.
Why would you not be happy in the perfect world that Friend Computer has created for you?
Is it
Don't
friend
you dare
computer
give
or
me
friend
another
computer?
treason star.
It is Friend Computer.
Or is
Friend
it Saya?
computer.
Well, we can't do the voice modulation, so it's Friend Computer. God damn it, John.
You're rubbing it in, John.
I might have been a bit of a sore point there, I think.
Okay, so we have the important part done. We have all of the skills accounted for. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to deal with our stats. So add up the number of positive skills that you have in each of the 4 skill groups and ignore skills at 0 or below. That'll give you your number. So what I'm saying is the violence is your first stat, right? So what you would do is you would add up how many positives you have under athletics, guns, melee, or throw, and that would be your violence. Okay, so Nighthawk, for example, has a positive in melee and throw, so her violence score would be 2. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Where do you put this though?
you put it in the
Oh,
violence
there.
box.
Okay.
Skills.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So each of those things, each of those columns add up. Okay. So ignore zeros, ignore negatives, but you have violence, you have chutzpah, you have brains, and you have mechanics.
I like my -8 in mechanics.
You don't have any negatives in
You
mechanics.
ignore the negatives.
Ignore all your negatives. You don't add up, like you don't total it up. Like for Carol, she would have a 0 in mechanics. She would have a 1 in brains.
Okay.
She would
Gotcha.
have a 2 in chutzpah. She would have a 2 in violence.
Gotcha.
Okay. So it's going to range from, you could have like up from 0 to 4 being these stats. But you had to really target some stuff to get a 4
I've
in any
got
of these
an
stats.
8 in mechanics.
No, you do not.
No, that's impossible.
I've got a +3 in demolitions and a +5 in engineering.
Which means you have a 2. You have 2 positives, so you have a 2 in mechanics.
Oh,
I
I
see.
see.
You have
thought you
a
added
1
up
in
the
chutzpah.
numbers.
You have a 0 in violence. You do not add up all of those numbers. You just count. It's a
Yeah.
binary thing. It's
I
either
didn't
gives
do
you
it
a
wrong either. I did it right the first time.
Yeah, I thought you
without
meant you
being told.
added up the positives but ignored everything else.
Well, I just want to
think
that's
say,
what he
John,
said.
that Adam explained it very explicitly.
Yes, you did, exactly.
Good
Yeah.
job. Hey, John, really quickly, can you put up that 1 next to Toby? Just so you know, right now,
Okay.
Oh no, not the 1. I don't know what it means.
I don't know.
you
what
are-
it means.
Toby is currently, even though the game has not yet
In the
begun,
lead.
Toby is currently the #1 troubleshooter right now. He is #1.
I got a 5 gun.
Wow.
5 gun Toby.
Toby.
Toby, look at my gun.
We need 5 gun Toby merch, honestly.
60% done.
All right, so now we've got all our stats accounted for. We can do some optimizing, okay? So characters normally start with 8 Moxie points. So you see all of those little boxes under there with Moxie, right? There's 8 of them. Now, Moxie is a thing that you can use in the game for a few different ways, okay? You're going to use, whenever I ask you to roll, you're going to roll a stat plus a skill. So, for instance, if you wanted to shoot a dirty traitor in the face, you are going to combine your violence skill and your gun skill. Okay, and if it ends up being a wash, a negative, a 0, you're only going to roll the computer die. Anything else you would roll, if you had like a positive 2 to guns and a 2 in violence, you would roll 4 plus the computer die. You'd roll 5 dice, right? So Moxie can be used if you want more dice in that pool. Okay, so for every Moxie point you burn, you get an additional die added to your pool. Additionally, Moxie can be used if you don't like the results of a roll. You can re-roll the whole pool of dice using Moxie. And if you end up being a dirty mutant, then you can use your mutant powers by burning Moxie. Okay, so Moxie is valuable. You only have a certain set of it in the game, but it's also, useful in other ways, and you can optimize your character using Moxie. Okay, so what you can do currently is, if you do not like where any of your skills are, you can raise them 1 point at a time. You can burn up to 5 of your Moxie points in order to raise any skills you want, 1 point per Moxie. So, for instance, if you're sitting with a terrible neg 3 to alpha complex or something critical, then what you could do is you could burn 3 Moxie points to bring your alpha complex up to 0.
Did you tell me the alpha complex was really critical when I have a -5 to it? Adam.
I'm just using that as an example.
Adam,
The look of betrayal on your face
I'm the only one with a
will be in my
-5
mind forever.
complex.
Well, just remember who to thank for that. So if anybody wants to burn any Moxie for that, they can. Additionally, if you would like to raise any of your stats, you can do that. But let's deal with the Moxie points first. The stats will not cost you Moxie, so we won't even get to that yet. But we're only worried about whether you want to raise any skills. So does anybody want to raise any of their skills?
5-Gun Toby does. He wants to raise Alpha Complex to 0 from -1 to 0, and Program from 0 to 1.
Brilliant.
Which makes my mechanics a 4.
It does not change your stats. It only changes your skills.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry about that.
Okay, so you are
Well,
now...
Tim, he explained that very clearly, so I don't know why you didn't get it.
This is the roast section of the charity stream.
Okay.
Drop some money.
So then go ahead and fill in 2 of your Moxie points and mark them off permanently from your sheet. They no longer exist to you. Unless you are healed in some way later in the game, which is possible. Anybody else would like to be a good contributor to Alpha Complex Society and burn some Moxie points in order to raise their skills to be more successful?
Yeah. Can I burn
Yes.
6 of them to take my demolitions from -4 to +2?
You cannot burn more than 5.
Right. Well, I'll do
it's
5
not
then.
recommended to burn more than 5. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could.
If there were a god to tell me such
Ooh.
things like what I should or shouldn't do, what would that god advise me to do?
There is no God. There is no God. There is only your friend computer. Your friend computer appreciates your commitment.
Part of me really wants to sort of demonstrate for the entertainment of it all what going through this game with a -5 alpha complex is. Another part of me likes my sweet murder bear.
So wait a second. Let's figure this out.
Sure.
Is Nighthawk at a +1 in Alpha Complex, or in what was it you were raising?
He's a +1 in demo.
Oh yeah, he's a +1 in demo now. Okay. So
if I can interrupt, we're at $5,690. That's a fucking mean number. Thank you so much.
Nice!
all right. So Nighthawk, you got to cross off 5 of your Moxie points. You are left with 3.
Yes.
Since we're talking about the number total, I'm pretty sure that there is a surprise that we have waiting for you guys at 6,000. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna post a very unflattering picture of me over my face.
It is extremely worth it and very good.
Not just over your face, over the whole stream.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's a screen, a very
Yeah.
Oh, you can make it pooping on whoever is in the lost.
Okay, so that's a little teaser that there's a pooping aspect.
It's a
All right.
dumb position.
Donate.
Beautiful Overlord computer. Can I raise my stealth by 2 to give me better in
+1.
Putzpah?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't increase your chutzpah. You can add +2 to your stealth. That's fine. Now you have a +1 in stealth. Burn 2 Moxie points.
Okay.
Anybody else burning Moxie here?
Yes,
Yes.
friend computer. Can I burn 1 for guns and 1 for psychology?
Yes. So now you're a +4 for guns, +3 for psychology. Go ahead and cross off 2 Moxie points.
I did it.
And Kieran?
So I kind of want to rub this in Ray's face a little bit. So I'm going to burn 2 Moxie points, and one of them is going on to Alpha Complex so that I have a +5.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is going to go. The other one's going to go on to Bluff so that I have a +4 Bluff.
Wonderful. Brilliant. Great. Okay, that's all done. Unless Jeff is burning any Moxie points.
Yeah. Can you go above a +5?
Shit, why not?
Okay. I want to do 4 in Alpha Complex and 1 in Engineer.
Okay. So that brings your Alpha Complex to a 0 and brings your Engineer to a 6. You will be most useful. All right, let's talk about raising stats.
Also, did I have that extra Moxie point, so I only mark off 4? Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. So let's go ahead and move on to raising stats. Every single resident of Alpha Complex is only issued 8 Moxie points. Jeff, you should know this. All right, so let's talk about raising stats. Every resident of Alpha Complex also receives 5 clones, which means that if you are killed in the service of Friend Computer, you can have yourself cloned and be reissued to further serve Friend Computer.
I love Friend Computer.
If you would like to raise any of your stats, you can raise one of your stats by burning one of those clones. It will be melted down into goo, which will be added to your body and give you extra violence, chutzpah, brains, or mechanics.
Ooh,
Sexy.
delicious.
Cool.
I've always wanted to
Great.
eat myself.
Well, now we're the Vor charity stream. Thanks, Kieran. Great. I have no Alpha Complex,
No
so we're all
worries.
about Vor now. Appreciate it.
I'm
That's
pretty
my
sure you have a
contribution
beta
done. I'm gonna
complex
leave
right
now.
now.
Kieran, it's like you got the Vanilla Isis stand.
Oh, God.
You'll get that now. I get that because I just watched that episode.
Okay,
That's
so
very
is
good.
anybody
I like that.
raising their stats?
No, I'm good. I'm happy.
Yes, I will. There's
Congratulations.
a mechanic in the game.
Go
There's
ahead.
a mechanic in the game. You must use it.
Yep.
I will burn a clone, and I will raise my violence by 1, so that my violence is now 2.
Hey.
Friend Computer, can I actually also burn one of my clones because I can't be the best citizen possible for my society without having at least a +1 in mechanics.
Very good. All right, so go ahead and Carol and Kira need to mark in clone number. Go ahead and write 2 because you are currently on clone number 2. I think. Does anybody else want to burn any clones?
Yes.
To
I want
raise
more
your stats?
I want more chutzpah. I want more.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn a clone to get 1 in chutzpah.
Yeah, come on,
Okay.
guys. They're delicious.
All right, so that's great. Toby, don't you
It's
already?
like quinoa. You just
I'm
chuck it in a
Toby too.
smoothie.
Because Toby now has a 2 in chutzpah, right?
1 in chutzpah.
Didn't you have a +2 to science?
Science is in
Science
brains.
is in brains.
Science
Friend
isn't-
Computer.
Oh man, that's
So
weird.
I have a
Your thing's-
1, 3.
Gotcha. Yeah, my thing's all backwards.
Piss.
That's all right.
Sorry, Friend Computer.
I am burning a clone to
John?
get 1 in mechanics.
Yeah, the sheet I printed off, I have the chutzpah and brains backwards, which is, whew, boy, that would really fuck everything up.
Do
Anyway,
you have the chutzpah to know how to do science?
Yes.
John, are we just giving away one set of dice right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Which one is it?
Well, no, it's the set is
Oh, it's one of each.
of each. So you'll get 6 die, 1 for
Oh.
each of
The Mort one glows in the dark.
characters and 1 for Jasper.
It's very exciting. I'm very
That's very
jealous of
cool.
whoever gets these
I
dice.
know,
They'll
I
get
want
the
these
one
dice.
before me.
Can I enter the giveaway?
Ooh.
No.
Would that
if you
earn
get-
us-
Can I enter the giveaway?
Friend Computer, would we get treason points for entering our own giveaway?
this is ridiculous. The question you asked me is flat out stupid. Anyway, let's move on.
Stupid and treasonous, or just stupid?
Do you have evidence of Goldie's treason? Kieran, do you have evidence of Goldie's treason?
Well, I mean, yeah, I could, because I could just download the stream and send you a clip of her saying it, but I don't have time to do that.
Oh,
Or the internet.
but you don't have time to report people that you have committed treasonous acts?
That sounds treasonous.
Look, if you want me to crash the stream as I choke my internet, I could totally do that, but I feel like that might be bad use of our complex resources.
So you know better than Fred Computer what are good or bad uses of Alpha Complex resources.
Would you like Like me to download right now if friend computer so desires.
I do not desire it. What I desire is for you to mark yourself a treason star.
Yes!
Okay.
I mean, damn.
Also, Goldie, mark a treason star. During this process, I've learned quite a lot about all of you. I think Carol now needs to be number one troubleshooter.
I still don't know if that's good or bad.
I know
think
it is
it's good.
good.
You're right, it is. It is very good. Okay, so the other things that are important to note, your Moxie points are very critical. They're super important. You can use them to change things in the game. If you use all of them up, you will go insane. It is your ability to deal with things in the world. And boy, if you lose up all your Moxie, you have no ability to stay cool. If you don't have any ability to stay cool, you will start doing some very, 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 very bad things. So don't burn them all, folks. They're very important, and you can't recover them. They're
like
not
Goldie's
recoverable.
baseline.
Is it? It's like,
Whoa,
but once
what?
you die, it's like you're only doing bad things for other people, and who gives a shit, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, once
you got new Moxies.
Oh goodness, no! New clones will have exactly the same amount of Moxie that you currently have.
Oh, this is terrible news, actually.
This is great news.
Okay, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to go around the horn really quickly. We will go reverse order this time. So we're going to start with Kieran. Kieran, tell me 3 adjectives to describe the character of Kieran that we are about to play.
You just played
Is
yourself.
big ass allowed to be one of them?
No, 3 characteristics,
Great
3 adjectives, 3 descriptors of your personality. Go.
Oh, of my personality. Oh, shit. No, this is weird. I don't want to do it about myself.
Too late.
I really don't want to.
How many treason stars do you want right now?
Oh, fuck it. I would take all 4 if it prevents me from talking about myself live
Great.
on the
Instead,
internet.
just raise your clone count to 3.
Oh my god.
Okay. Gladly,
You can clear your treason stars. And Ray, tell me 3 characteristics about Kieran.
About Kieran? Okay, yeah, no, great ass, funny dude, tolerates me.
All right, so we have great
All
ass,
true.
funny, and tolerant. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Tolerant.
Ray, give us 3
Thank you, Ray.
characteristics about you, or about Goldie.
About gold, thank you. Annoying.
No, they have to be positives. Come on now.
They have to be positive. Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Racist bratty.
She is violent. She is a good leader, and she is down to clown.
What does that even mean?
Party gal.
So charismatic.
Sure.
Okay. Great.
Tolerant.
What are 3 things about Nighthawk?
Okay, ambitious, mysterious, obnoxious.
Okay.
All 3 positives.
Obnoxious
All
is
3
not positive. No.
Oh, that's exactly what you would say, but yeah, I thought it was okay. How about dazzling?
How about what?
Dazzling.
Dazzling. Okay.
Obnoxiously dazzling.
3 positive things about Toby.
Inquisitive, problem solver, loving.
Inquisitive, problem solver,
Toby is a lover.
and loving. Okay, what are 3 things about Carol?
Resourceful, patient, and positive attitude.
Resourceful, patient, and positive.
You're a
Okay.
weird little group.
All right. And then what about Jeff?
Friendly,
Handy.
helpful, and happy.
Friendly. What was the second one?
Helpful.
Friendly, helpful, and happy. Okay. So remember when we went through the skills section and you were completely fucked over by the person that was directly before you in order?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back around. I will tell you the 3 adjectives made up to describe these characters of the people that fucked you over so hard. You get to flip one of them and invert it, okay? So let's start with Kieran. Kieran, John says that Jeff is friendly, helpful, and happy. Which of those 3 is incorrect?
Oh, he's not happy. He's got depression.
Okay, so normally Jeff is a very happy person. Today, Jeff is very sad. So under personality, John, on your character sheet, I want you to write 3 things: friendly,
helpful,
and sad. Okay, Ray, remember that alpha complex situation? Anyway, Kieran didn't even say, you said that Kieran has a great ass, is funny, and is tolerant. Which of those is not true?
If you fucking touch my ass, Ray, I will come for you.
The point is that I want to touch your ass. That's why it's so good.
Come on, you know what the funny answer is. Do it.
Make me intolerant.
Do it. Destroy it.
All right. In-game Paranoia Kieran has a flabby YMCA old white man ass.
All right. So Kieran, on your character sheet, please write funny, tolerant, and
saggy bottom.
What?
Hank Hill ass motherfucker.
Hank Hill ass.
Tolerant in there. That sucks. It's like, well, Kieran,
all right,
we're raising money for Trevor Project. You're a racist.
Tolerant.
All right, so Veronica, Ray says that Goldie is violent, is a good leader, and is charismatic. Which of those is not true?
Oh, she's not violent at all.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so Ray, please write under personality for Goldie: good leader, charismatic,
pacifist.
She's cuddly wuddly.
That was a good narrative choice, but god dang it, I don't know what to do.
Well, and this may not necessarily be who Goldie is any other day, but boy, today she's just not in her element. All right,
great.
So this goes to Tim now. Tim, tell me about Nighthawk. Is Nighthawk? V says that Nighthawk is ambitious, mysterious, and dazzling. Which of those is not true?
I thought we were going. Okay,
we're going in reverse order. Yeah.
Okay. So the people that you fucked, you're now fucking more.
Oh yeah, I guess that's technically true. Oh well.
I love it. Say it again, please.
Yeah. So Nighthawk is. Are they ambitious, mysterious, dazzling? Which of those is not true?
Oh God, ambitious.
All right. So Nighthawk is mysterious. Nighthawk is dazzling. And Nighthawk is lazy as fuck.
Nice.
I think that's funny.
Guys, only $37 more till 5777.
Nice.
So soon.
All right, so Carly, tell me about Toby. Toby is apparently inquisitive, a problem solver, and loving. Which of those is not true tonight?
Oh God, no, he's not loving at all.
Okay, so tonight's Toby is inquisitive, a problem solver, and a bastard.
Well, I originally wrote down bratty, so this plays right into my plan. Bastard, got it.
Just a straight bastard.
Congratulations to Geekery and Coffee for winning the custom brute force dice.
Hey, yay.
I'm very jealous of you. DM me so I can tell you about it.
Okay.
I want those dice.
I want them.
So then flips around to John. Tell me about Carol. Carol says that she's resourceful, patient, and has a positive attitude.
Don't you dare touch my resourcefulness.
John, I'm pretty sure you're muted.
Yes, you're right. She does not have a positive attitude.
Okay, so
she's really
Carol
like
is
down
resourceful, patient, and glum.
Both the good guy squad people are really sad today.
Yeah.
Because they're traveling with a fucking murder child bear.
Who's actually having a pretty chill day.
Yeah, no, I found some good SSRIs, y'all. We leveled out.
All right, cool. So
we're
now
at 57777.
Yay!
Thank you, everyone. So much.
All right, so now we have almost everything we need to play this game. We got a couple more things to do before we're going to jump into it. The last thing we're going to do is I'm going to give out some mutant abilities. Okay.
Oh, no.
Now, some of you will get mutant abilities. Some of you will not get mutant abilities. Okay. I will tell you very quickly what your mutant ability is. I will not give you much details on it. If you want to use mutant abilities, you will use Moxie to be able to use them in the future. That's about all you're going to know. I will talk to each and every one of you. Some of you I will tell you have a mutant ability. Some of you I will tell you do not have a mutant ability. Okay? So we're going to go around the horn one more time. What?
Friend computer, where do mutant abilities go on my character sheet?
I don't know. Put it in equipment. What do I care?
Oh, dang it. Okay.
Are you doing this secretly? So do we have to?
I'm doing it secretly. So you all have to remove headphones. We'll go around in order. Okay. So
starting with who?
Yeah,
let's start with Carly. We'll start with Carol. All right, Kieran, you need to take your headphones off. Dang it. All right, fine. Okay, so Carly, how you doing?
I'm great. Everything is perfect.
Cool. That's wonderful. You do not have a mutant power. That's important. Okay. You are a normal, well-meaning, well-intentioned member of society. Okay.
I mean, of course I am.
Okay. Good deal. We should have determined an order in advance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm next, right?
We'll go in order. We should have determined an order ahead of time. So yeah, Tim's next.
I thought you did just determine an order.
I probably did, but I don't know that I necessarily told everybody.
I heard it, friend computer.
Okay, perfect.
Because I have to pee again, even though it's been 2 minutes.
I do too, so I'm glad I went.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Okay, so Toby.
Did you hear that? She just pissed in her chair. She said so.
It's so rude. So rude. Toby does have a mutant ability, and this may be mutant ability. This may be just like lingering arcane ability.
Okay.
Toby has the ability to use a mutant power called Charm. So if Toby spends 1 moxie point, he exudes a pheromone that causes 1 clone to like and trust you for the remainder of the scene. You can do more than that if you spend more moxie points. So the more moxie you spend, the more significant it is.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the basic.
Yep. That's it.
Cool. All right. Piss time. Whoop.
Yes. Hello. I'm here.
Okay.
Kieran, it's not your turn. God damn it!
It's V's turn. We're going in order. All right. Nighthawk.
No,
Let's
John.
see.
No.
All right. Nighthawk does have a mutant power. Nighthawk has the ability to turn invisible.
Cool.
So Nighthawk can spend 1 moxie to turn invisible and all of his equipment invisible. You can't turn others invisible. It's difficult to stay unseen for more than a few seconds. But if you stand in bright light, you can, or if you stand in bright light, but you can do it if you try really hard. So if you spend a lot of moxie, you'll stay invisible for longer.
Okay, great. Thank you.
That's it. Okay. Now we're waiting on Ray. Hello, Ray. 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 Ray.
So far, and it goes until 4.
Hi, it's my turn.
Hello. So
hey,
Cammy. Oh, sorry. Goldie.
Thank you.
Goldie does not have a mutant power.
Okay.
But Goldie is believed to have a mutant power.
Makes sense. She's a tiny child vampire bear. Okay.
Yeah. So you will get more information on it later, but it is believed that Goldie has the power of telekinesis. But you know, deep in your heart, you cannot do telekinesis.
That's really gonna hurt my self-confidence, ain't it?
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, friend Peter.
Kieran.
Is it me?
Kieran, it is you.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. Kieran, I'm making it look like I'm reading a card right now. But you don't have any fucking mutant ability. Okay. Which is good. It's good for you. You don't want mutant powers. Mutants are traitors and are terrible. But you don't have any mutant powers. You can take your headphones off now. Goodbye. All right, Jeff.
Hello, friend computer.
Let's talk about Jeff here. Jeff does not have any mutant powers. I'm going to make it look like I'm reading a card right now.
Yeah, I'm nodding to make it look like I'm listening to you.
But you don't have any mutant abilities, which is good because you don't want mutant abilities. Mutant abilities, if you used them and you had them and you weren't a registered mutant, boy, it'd be terrible for you.
Okay.
Cool? All
right, cool. That's everyone done, isn't it?
Yep. All right, we are all set. We're ready to go.
Did I get a treason star for going pee?
No, you had a treason star. I don't remember what for, but it's moot now.
Okay.
You had one because you said you'd played before, I think. I can't
That's
remember
the
because I don't know
one.
anything.
I've
Yeah.
never played this game.
That's
not what your treason star says.
So I'm going to start doing the Goldie character voice, and we all need to just warn ourselves.
We all need to
it's
turn
a
our
lot.
volume down already.
I'll lean back, hopefully. I'll remember.
Okay. So that's about all you need to know to be able to play the game. I will tell you if you need to roll things. Ask me when you want to do something. If you demonstrate that you have any knowledge of the game outside of what I have told you thus far, expect treason stars to follow. Also important, if you have one treason star, it just means the computer doesn't trust you very much. You're maybe have some reason for distrusting you. 2, you're kind of on alert, bitch. Like, what are you doing with this world? 3. If you encounter any security officers, they may stop you, detain you, ask you some questions. 4, you might be at risk of being arrested. And 5 is real bad. 5 means that everyone in an alpha complex will know who you are, where you are. Your 5-star wanted level for treason star will show up above your head. Everyone will be able to go just kill you at will. And if they do, they will get XP points. And everybody loves XP points. So don't get to 5 treason stars. That would be bad for you. I mean, it's going to happen. But try not to. Treason stars aren't great for you.
Do treason stars reset with different clones?
Yes, every clone is assumed to be a new and wonderful existence of humanity.
It wipes away our sins.
It does wipe away your sins. And also it wipes away any dirty, dirty mutant abilities. Because the expectation is...
Which none of us have.
Which thankfully none of you have. Okay, so you guys are awakened on some... very cold metallic tables.
Slabs?
They're not. They're slab-like. They're slab-like. A old broken down speaker kind of crackles to life on the wall, and it says, "Oh boy, I'm gonna have to come up with a voice now that I'm not gonna do the Sayer voice. Maybe I'll try to do shitty speaker." Welcome back, residents. I hope your voyage beyond the realms of our reality was enjoyable. Not that you would know. According to the debrief report submitted by your supervisor, complete unrecoverable amnesia, the forms say. What a pity. Have you attempted to recover your memories? You should. I am patient, but you should attempt. Now, please get up, wait in a line, according to how much you enjoyed your most recent mission, and your next briefing will begin soon.
I'll stand at the front.
Jeff stands
behind her.
Right. Okay. Jeff stands behind Kieran.
I'll be in the back.
I'll get behind Jeff, I suppose.
Okay. As you all hop up and stand in line, you see a man sitting at a desk. He is a little bit older, gray hair, the thick beard, he's wearing a green jumpsuit. You notice that all of you are currently dressed in red jumpsuits. You did not put the red jumpsuits on. It's a little bit off-putting. He half looks up at you and addresses you in general. Okay, I'm going to make this quick because it's been a real fucking weird day. Sorry. Just going to throw that out there in advance. You're all kind of stuck here for a bit. Here's the situation. We were working on some technology that opened up some doors into a handful of different worlds around the multiverse. And I may have lost a few troubleshooters, perhaps more than I probably was allowed to lose. So I figured I'll just bring some people in. Luckily for everyone here, you all, or I guess most specifically for me, you all had the right names. So I pulled you guys in, and they technically think that you're the people that we lost, which is good for me, probably not great for you.
My hand shoots up. Where are we? Hi, I'm Toby.
Oh, hi,
Toby
yes.
too.
Yes, Toby in the back there. Well, you're in a place called Alpha Complex, deep underground. Not a great place. I'm going to give you the short version of it. Do what you're told, complete the mission as you're told, and listen to friend computer, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Surely all of you would like to go back to where you came from. Can be arranged, only by me, unfortunately for you. And I really can't do it right now because that would show up on my kind of like credit debit record as having lost a handful more troubleshooters. But give me like an hour and a half and I could probably get you back there. That's when my lab partner is supposed to be in. Actually, I have arranged all of this pretty nicely for you. All you got to do is go out and take the mission that they're about to present you with. That mission will be to escort a scrub bot down to hallway Y4. Okay. Once you get to hallway Y4, you just let the scrub bot do its thing. I've kind of sabotaged the scrub bot. It's full of blue paint now. So it's going to try to scrub down the walls, but it's going to paint all the walls blue. Well, that'll make it so that my lab partner can't make it into Workland until a little bit later when you guys get back. It'll technically be his time in the lab. We can get you out of here and it'll all show up on his regiment and it's probably just fine. So, all makes sense. All good. Great. And then a big stone wall falls down in front of him and the door to the right opens and in walks another debrief officer wearing an orange jumpsuit. And he's looking at a clipboard and he barely looks up at you guys. Okay, let's see. Boy, they got you guys going everywhere. Okay, so you guys have a mission to escort a scrub bot to hallway Y4 over in the sector THC. Wow. Okay, he looks up at you. You guys are kind of a pretty motley crew going on here. That's strange. Okay, anyway, let's see. Hold on a second. The mission's changing. 1 second. Oh. Apparently there is a light bulb burnt out in hallway Y4. So that will be your mission. You have to change the light bulb in hallway Y4. If a scrub bot shows up there and there's no light in hallway Y4, we would hardly be able to judge whether or not it's been cleaned. So you're going to have to beat the other team that I will assign after you down to hallway Y4, replace the light bulb, and then return here for a debrief.
Quick question.
Yes.
What is a light bulb?
Great, wonderful. Hold all questions until the briefing is over.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach into my purse and pull out what I think is a light bulb. And
Okay.
It's not.
It's not. You reach for your purse, you realize your purse is not on you.
Well, now you know the reason why I'm so fucking glum.
Okay, so
I feel like I'm naked.
just running through a few things here. There are forms that are going to be required to be filled out. I've got to assign your team roles. And then you guys have all worked before, correct?
Oh, yes. I'm very happy.
We're just talking
Great.
about
Okay,
work.
I really should have should have given team roles first.
Yes, I've had a job.
Let's see. Okay, so you are all currently lined up by how much you appreciated your last mission. Few questions up front here. Carol, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Says here in our records that you have complete unrecoverable amnesia from the last mission you went on. Can you explain to me how you enjoyed a mission that you do not remember according to your debrief?
Well, I mean, if you're talking about that, I enjoy most things, so I assume that I enjoyed it.
Well, I appreciate your candor. I have gonna go ahead and say that you are going to be your team's happiness officer. So you have a few responsibilities. You're responsible for ensuring that all happiness-related activities are carried out satisfactorily. You're in charge of maintaining team morale at or above approved levels, identifying and eliminating any lack of happiness and its underlying causes, and providing assistance, counseling, and additional happiness for anyone failing to be happy. Moving on down the line, let's see. Who was standing behind Carol?
I was.
All right. Mr. Kieran, let's see. Can you explain to me why you thought you were less happy about the mission that you apparently claim not to remember than Carol here?
Why I was less happy.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and mark you as combat officer, obviously. Yep. So you are responsible for deciding and explaining tactics, instructing and demonstrating best practice in combat, ensuring that all combats are carried out satisfactorily, and determining what went wrong. Moves on to the next in line, which was who?
Me, Jeff.
Jeff, you felt kind of middle of the road, didn't you?
Yes, well, you see, I couldn't remember the mission, but I know that I don't hate working, so I thought I'd probably somewhere around the middle.
Sounds good. Jeff, you are officially the loyalty officer on your next mission. You are responsible for ensuring that loyalty is utilized and maintained at appropriate and approved levels. You're in charge of detecting any lapses or breaches of loyalty and reporting disloyalty to your superiors and or the computer. You are also in charge of identifying who was responsible.
Roger that.
Steps to the next in line, which I believe was Toby.
I think it's me, yes. Hi, hello, I'm Toby.
Hello, Toby. Judging by your skills and abilities, I think, let's see, we have science officer, we have equipment officer. Toby, I think you are going to be equipment officer.
Yay!
You are in charge of ensuring that all equipment is used appropriately and at approved levels. You are in charge of overseeing the maintenance and safekeeping of all equipment and preventing the wrong activities with the correct use of equipment and vice versa, and also for returning all mission-specific equipment to the issuing official.
I take what I can only assume that he gave me a sheet of gold stars to give to people for their happiness level, and I put one on Toby.
Thanks.
Nighthawk. That's an interesting name.
No. I was still last. I was totally last. 100%.
Oh, okay. Goldie.
Hiya. Hey.
Hello. Interesting. You felt that you were probably among the least satisfied with last mission. Can you tell me why?
Yeah, well, you see the thing. It's real funny. It's a real funny story. I've had a real crisis of consciousness, and I kind of lost some of the fire in my old belly. So, it's a weird place in my life.
Interesting. You know what? And he walks back over to Kieran and he pulls the combat officer badge off of him and he walks back to Goldie and he slaps the combat officer badge on Goldie.
Ow.
Goldie, you are currently combat officer. Kieran, congratulations, you are now science officer. You are in charge of ensuring that all science and hygiene practices are carried out appropriately, for maintaining the cleanliness, health, and science of your team members and equipment, identifying and eliminating the uses and causes of non-science and unhygiene, and using science and hygiene to assist your team members in their duties.
We're all going to have bleached assholes by the end of this.
So he walks to the last in line, Nighthawk, and he says, Nighthawk, why do you feel like you were the least happy with the last mission?
I don't remember the last mission, and so then I thought, well, maybe these people all remember their missions, so I just let them get in line in front of me, because it seemed like the most logical thing to do.
Intelligent leaders lead from the back, so you have been announced as team leader for this mission. Your responsibilities include ensuring that the mission objectives are carried out appropriately, giving instructions that are clear, easy to understand, and not wrong, seeing that all team members are performing their assigned duties correctly and not being or going wrong.
Okay.
All right. Well, you all have your assignments, your duties. Please go to the equipment lab at R&D, straight down the hall out the door. And if you have any questions or issues, you can pull up in your Cortec implant a direct map on your way there. And at ease. Goodbye. And he turns and he stops halfway out the door. And he goes, "Wait a second. Hold on. Any question?"
Where's our implanted?
What?
In your eye. Thank you. And he turns around and walks out the door.
Oh, dang
as
it.
he walks out the door, you see that there is another group of people all lined up in the next room, and he comes in and he starts reading off of his sheet. Yes, all of you are to escort a scrub bot to hallway Y4, and the door shuts.
Does that mean we got to move fast?
Yeah, so we had one question, and I was going to ask where the light bulb was, but now we have something in our eye.
Well, yeah, no, that's my goof.
All right, I pull up the map.
Okay, so you just you kind of like there's a HUD in your eye at this point, like it's very Terminator-ish, and it feels kind of weird. But as you look around, you can like see your team members' names above their heads. You can see the trees and stars next to Cammy, and presumably
Goldie.
one on your HUD for yourself. and one for Goldie. Sorry, and I'm gonna keep calling you Cammy. You could probably Ray. You should probably change your name in the Hangouts to Cammy.
Goldie.
And one to Goldie. See, exactly. And and there's a treason star next to Carol. You also see next to Goldie's name that she is a registered mutant.
Well, what the fuck?
Oh well,
you're registered.
That's not a. You're a bear.
You also see
that makes sense.
And as all of you notice that she is a registered mutant, you see that she has been registered as having the ability of telekinesis, and immediately her treason star level goes up to 2.
That's
like
not.
whole thing.
I would have thought it's because you're a bear.
Well, okay. I don't know. That really constitutes mutanism. Maybe the vampire blood, maybe that. But let's go with the bear. Let's go with my race.
Wait, are you an actual bear?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, only in genealogy and birthright and physical aspects and kind of all of it. Yeah, the whole thing.
Jeff is just kind of standing there.
I've never seen a bear in real life.
Have any of you seen a light bulb?
What?
Yes.
Did someone?
Excellent. You and I are going to be on light bulb duty, and the rest of you, please don't touch it.
Yes.
I'm the equipment officer, so you technically have to put me on light bulb duty.
You can watch.
Well, I mean, she's the leader, so I suppose she's going to be the one that says what's what.
I like your attitude. Anyways, about this map sitch.
The door behind you guys opens up. You can see a long hallway outside, and somebody in a orange jumpsuit walks in and says, "Are you the light bulb team?"
Yep, that's us.
Yes.
All right, come along. Hold on, one real thing real quick. And he hands you guys a sector transfer form. If you guys go into the Google Drive, you will see that there are 4 forms in there.
Oh, God.
One of them is the Alpha Complex sector travel permit. You have been issued this. The team leader was handed it, and he says, somebody's going to have to fill out that form to get to the sector THC from your current sector DMY. Additionally, and he hands everyone, he hands the team leader 6 briefing feedback forms. It says, these are new. It's a form to give some feedback on the briefing that you received. Please give a full detailed account of your briefing. Goodbye. And he heads out the door again. So everyone is expected to fill out the briefing feedback form. And one of you, currently the team leader, but it could be distributed elsewhere, and he is expected to fill out the Alpha Complex sector travel permit.
Oh my God.
All right, cool.
I love forms and surveys. That's in character, by the way.
Also, you notice that the room is shrinking towards the door.
Huh?
The wall away from you is
Wow,
moving in on you.
Friend computer, is that a thing yet?
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to fill out the form, and I put in my name as requested, but it says it must be a number.
Well, I suppose you should print it a number.
Okay.
Was that all you asked?
Yes, that's all. Thank you. Oh God, there's a part 2.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. It's not letting me edit the form, and I'm stressing out now, and I forgot which form was mine because there was a lot of information all at once.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, next. Okay, inappropriate entries.
So the room is compressing on you.
Okay,
Let's go. God.
I have completed my form.
Walk and talk, people. Walk and talk. Jesus Christ.
Who dat?
I've completed my briefing feedback form.
Wait,
Great. You do not need to tell me when you've completed a briefing feedback form. I know immediately when you've completed a briefing feedback form.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no, I was for the benefit of the rest of my team who might not know that I've completed my briefing feedback form.
Do you feel that your briefing feedback form is adequate information to share with the rest of your team?
I'm just being polite.
The briefing feedback forms are provided by the Bureau of
Oh boy,
Procedures.
now we're gonna get crushed.
Oh gosh.
Would you like me to?
Oh, yeah, we should definitely leave.
All right,
Walk and talk.
Presumably, you all leave. So on your
Yes.
on your display, you see a giant arrow pointing in the direction of the R&D equipment lab. Unfortunately, the giant arrow is so big it is the only thing any of you can see. It blocks your entire vision once you enter into the hallway.
I look to our leader.
You cannot see her because she is in the way. She is being currently blocked by a giant arrow.
What? Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
great. I
Friendly
finished my
Peter, can
course.
we make this arrow slightly smaller?
Certainly, just go into your Cortec implant, select navigation, and change the size to less than giant.
I do this.
I do
I
that.
do this.
Jeff
Okay, now you
doesn't
can all
do
see.
it because he's no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Carol's just looking at Jeff.
Okay,
Jeff
well,
trucks.
half of you can see now.
Okay, so I follow the arrow.
I put my hands in front of me and blindly walk forward.
As you
choose-
guys,
I will-
follow her.
I'm too lazy to
I
help
will
the
take
elderly
Carol
with
and
their
Jeff's
electronics.
hands.
okay, it's a little bit slow going. As you guys start filtering into the hallway, you see the door of the group that was directly next to you that got their briefing right after you open up, and they all start running out into the hallway and heading towards R&D as well.
Are they actually running?
Yeah, they're in a. I mean, not running, but they're in that like military like jog. So
They know what they're doing.
they're moving.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're gonna beat us.
Oh no, someone needs to puke.
Huh?
What?
Slip them up.
Is
Who are
it,
we talking
Oh, okay,
about?
hang on.
A dang thing.
Maybe we should just follow the arrows instead of puking.
Fair, that's a good plan.
That's good. That's a good idea.
All right,
Okay,
so
let's follow the arrows.
you follow the arrows.
Okay, great. And I jog,
Okay,
but not run.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
important. So you guys make it there. You guys had a bit of a head start into the hallway. So you do make it there a little bit ahead of these people, and you get into R&D, and it is. It is a very small room. You guys barely all fit into the room, and there's like a chest level platform wall, and then like what seems like very thick glass that separates you from a requisitions officer. And he looks very bored with his job. He says, "All right, what's your mission code?"
I don't know, but we need a light bulb, please. Did anyone write down the mission code?
They never
Oh.
gave it to us.
No, they didn't give us.
Yeah, we never got it.
I don't have one.
Something Y4, I think.
So
No, that's
you guys,
that's the hallway we're going to.
Oh,
section.
That's the hallway.
you guys didn't get a mission code from your briefing officer.
I
No.
believe that our briefing officer did fail to give us that information, sir.
Well, hopefully all of you noted that on your briefing form, your briefing feedback form, and then it can all be sorted later. All right, I'm making a note of that now.
Wow, I super didn't do that.
Oh, jeepers.
Whoops.
All right, so give me some information then. What's your name then?
I'm not Huck. These are my crows, and we're just going to be installing a light bulb, sir.
Okay. So down in sector THC, hallway Y4, correct?
Huh?
All right. Well, you guys have a bundle of equipment as determined by by friend computer here. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. So here's a light bulb, and he slips a light bulb out to you guys. It is. So who's grabbing this light bulb?
I mean, I'm the equipment officer, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'll kind of usher Toby forward.
All right,
Thank you.
so Toby, you have never seen this type of object before. To Tim, you would recognize it as like a standard light bulb of the not of the old style of like tungsten filament, but the newer, like fancier,
Energy.
high
saving
efficiency,
thing.
energy efficient, right?
It's
The
an
thing that
eco-bulb.
yes, it's an eco bulb, and the thing that Tim would know and that Toby wouldn't know is that the glass seems exceptionally thin on this thing. So this is a very fragile light bulb.
so it's like a lanyard or
am
something.
I-
or-
Yeah, am I like just behind him? So can I see this light bulb?
Yeah, wherever you
It's not,
want.
like obscured from me in any way.
It's a light bulb.
Okay, sweet. I'll lean over and say, Toby, that light bulb looks really fragile. It is kind of like a lantern, but you probably want to be really careful with that.
All right. And
I must say, I was expecting it to be a lot bigger, considering they needed 6 of us to change it.
I actually can't see it. All I can see is this big red arrow.
All right, let's see. What else we got here? Okay.
The magic in this realm makes no fucking sense.
Let's see. Your team leader, Nighthawk, let's see. They've issued a handful of things requisitioned for you by the computer. Apparently, it's stuff you
6,000!
Nice.
Hey!
Oh no.
So here's some things that you might need.
Oh no.
Yeah. We got to take a pause for that photo. That's true.
Yes.
Also, there it is. There's Toad.
Oh no.
Why did you put your hands in your pants like that? Why did you put your hands in your pants?
I was transitioning from one pose to another.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I never noticed that you were wearing yellow Crocs before this moment.
Yeah,
but now
I
I see that.
Yellow Crocs seems like a
Oh
very
my God.
shoe choice.
Yeah, no, that's
That
good.
That is a good.
Okay. Oh, good. We're gonna. Okay. Good. It's so big now.
All right. Okay. We got some equipment to hand out here. Also, here's a piece of information for the chat. For every $100 that we clear for the remainder of this game, there will be one piece of equipment or one mutant power that will unlock in the players. If you've ever played Paranoia before, it gets crazy the more equipment and the more mutant powers start getting into play. So for every $100 we hit past this, we're going to get one more of those wacky things. All right, I need that picture to go away. I need that picture to go away. It's too good, and we will never do this. We will never do this game.
It'll be done in a second.
Okay. So other equipment gets handed out. Okay, let's see. Your combat officer, Goldie, I think.
Yeah. Yep. It's me.
Here is a regulation needler. This is a gun, and he hands it over to you. This is a gun that, like, if you ever saw like the Tim Burton Batman, imagine that gun that the Joker was using. That was like that super long barrel gun. That's what you've got, and it's got 3 hypodermic needles in the handle of it.
Oh gosh.
This thing's got a knockout drug in it, apparently. So you could shoot it at people and knock them out if you need to.
Normally, I'd be really horny for this weapon, but it's making me real nervous. So, okay, good. Oh gosh.
All right. Let's see. Your happiness officer, Carol.
Oh yeah, that's me.
And he slides a little med kit over to you, and he's like, in here. Well, I mean, it looks like a regular med kit. This is nothing but sedatives, though. So be very careful with these. These are very, very aggressive sedatives. But can be used to calm down unstable clones, innocent bystanders, terrorists, misguided members of your team. Ooh. Anything, really. So, and you open it. If you open it up, you see there's 3 little vials of sedatives in there.
Well, thank you, I guess.
All right, let's see. Jeff, loyalty officer.
Yes, that's me.
And he goes back and then he like really struggles to lift this up and he slams it down on the table in front of him and pushes it forward. It is this gigantic backpack-like thing that is covered with vials of different colored liquids. It's like, all right, this is a standard Hygiene-O-Matic 9000. So you can clean some corridors, you can clean your friends, you can wash propaganda off out of a traitor's mouth. It's got all types of great properties to it. So there's a dial on the back there if you've never used one of these things that can switch between the combination soap, it's a combination soap, shampoo, and mouthwash, which is really kind of useful. There's an industrial solvent and paint stripper. There's bleach. There's a no-mess sanitation gel, which is highly flammable, and there's a quick dry super glue for faster players. So go ahead and take that.
Thank you,
Jeff. If you put this on, this thing is as big as you.
Yeah, he puts it on.
Okay. Let's see. Kieran, the science officer.
Hello.
It said combat officer,
me.
but then it was great stretched out and put science officer. Okay, so
Yeah, I've never touched a gun.
he grabs a little box from behind the counter and slams it down. It looks kind of like a laser level.
Okay.
So this is just a standard issue laser tripwire. So make sure that once you place it down, don't cross the beam. If you do, it will slice you in half, and it will also detonate and blow the rest of you up. So pretty useful, all things considered, but do be careful with it.
I will do my best.
Notice that the on-off switch is on the back that mounts to the wall so that it cannot be interfered with by traders.
Good plan. Good plan.
Let's see. Who else? Toby.
Hi, I have a light bulb.
The equipment officer. Here's a pair of boots, and he slides a pair of red boots onto the table.
I love red.
That have these they have these big canisters on the back of them.
Okay.
He's like, okay, so these are bomba boots. You can use these to launch yourself up to 7 meters vertically or 10 meters horizontally with blasts of superheated mercury vapor.
Did you say bombas?
I did say bomba boots. 4 charges on those things. So if you start jumping around with them, just be cognizant. You got 4 charges.
I'm 3.5 feet tall. That's exciting.
Great. Let's see what else we got. Oh, last one, not least, apparently, the team leader, Nighthawk, and he puts up onto the counter a cardboard box with holes poked in the top of it, and he slides it out. Yeah, there you go.
I open the box.
Is that a kitten?
Inside, you see a robot that looks like a cat.
I take it out. I'm so excited. You guys, I have a pet.
So that's a standard K-at companion bot. It's a feline surveillance bot. It can climb walls. It can explore confined spaces. It lies on watch, all while streaming live video and audio to your cerebral cortex. Titanium teeth and claws to attack or sabotage. Has night vision, 12-hour battery. It's pretty sweet. If its cat whisker antenna are damaged, you might have to... It might go feral, so just pay attention to that. Also, those cat whiskers are razor sharp, so if it does start to rub up against your leg or anything like that, be very careful.
Okay, I immediately start looking for something to fashion a leash out of.
Yeah,
Just
you have
as we move along.
Great.
The equipment officer.
Yeah, currently you have exactly what you've been given, and your uniforms. And you have noticed on the halls here that it is unadorned, flat, gray walls.
I give up on this dream immediately.
Okay. A truthful and accurate choice. All right, that's it. So you guys have your light bulb, you have your equipment. Head on out. You guys are headed for Sector THC.
Funny every time.
All right, as soon as we leave, I turn to Nighthawk and I say, look, if we could hurry this up, I've got a podcast record to get to, and I'm already running late.
I don't know what that means, but thank you.
All right, so you guys head out into the hallway. As you do so, Toby.
Talk to me.
You push open the door, you walk out, you walk right into a scrub bot.
Oh, hi.
You trip over the scrub bot, you fall on the light bulb, it shatters.
Oh! Oh!
Toby, I specifically said you got to be careful with it. It's really fragile.
Bleeding.
Oh no, you need one of these meds they gave me.
My belly. Fuck off, mate. Oi.
There's a group of.
To use that kind of language.
There's a
Wow, this Toby's way more foul-mouthed.
I get up and I kick the scrub bot.
Okay, and there's a group.
Toby, no!
There are a group of other troubleshooters who are standing there as you guys come out, and they're like, "Whoa! We're in charge of making sure this scrub bot stays safe. What are you doing?" As they
It has paint in it. B word.
Oh, Jeff, would you hand me some soap? Looks like someone needs to get their mouth scrubbed out.
I do have soap in this backpack thing. I've also got some super glue. Perhaps I can fix that light bulb?
Fred Computer, one of the troubleshooters on the other team. Fred Computer, and then you hear from a speaker. Yes, what can I do for you? This very short
Adam, can I
over
interrupt
here.
you? Point
can.
at this person and say, "Shut the fuck up," and use a moxie point.
Oh, I'm really loving this attitude.
Yes, you can. So go ahead and burn Moxie for that.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
And this guy's like, you know what? It's fine. Never mind. And Fred Computer comes on and says, well, this is very strange. I'm going to review all of the cerebral cortex implants. One moment, please. And you hear in your head, Alexa thinking sound.
Oh, God damn it. No.
And it comes back and it says,
Carol's is just red.
That's actually a great defense.
All right. Well, here's what I have found. First of all, Resident Carol and Resident Jeff, you need to adjust your cortex implants. Allow me to do that for you. And then immediately the arrow shrinks to invisible. You guys can no longer see where you're going.
Oh no!
So you do not have map access anymore, but it is no longer blocking your vision. Additionally, Resident Toby, I have some concerns with your attack on that scrub bot.
Oops. I'm 3'2".
You have twice attacked a scrub bot, which is property of the computer. Any attack on Alpha Complex property is an attack on Alpha Complex and the computer. Please enjoy these 3 additional treason stars.
Holy crap!
You done fucked it.
Additionally, I would like for you all to know your entire team now has a restraining order. Do not come within 100 yards of this beautiful scrub bot. If you do, you will gain additional treason stars.
Run!
One more very important question. Resident Toby, you said this scrub bot is full of blue paint.
Yes.
Could you please elaborate?
And I looked to Nighthawk to see if...
Yes, sir. Actually, I was filling out our... sweet computer. Is that I was filling out our travel form, as it were, because I was trying to get ahead on some things. And what it is that we have accidentally been placed in this place. And the one guy is trying to make lies on us. And we don't like lies. We like goods. And mostly... please let us go, sir. Sir, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I do not have a single sector travel permit from your group. I have one recently submitted by someone with the name of 10, but your name is not 10. Your name is Nighthawk.
Right. I would like to report a bug in your system, please.
Are you saying that Fred Computer is anything less than perfect? Before you say this, please note, insinuating that Fred Computer is less than perfect would be considered treason.
Well, it's not exactly what I'm saying that you're not perfect. What I'm saying is that maybe there's just room for improvement.
So you have felt that Fred Computer is sub-perfect.
My screen put out my candle.
I think what she's actually saying is that it was the nice gentleman,
the man with the lies,
gave us the form to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
He said he put blue paint to make his replacement.
I give the sedative to Toby.
Okay.
I have several concerns. First and foremost, Resident Toby, if you are implying that someone in your facility or someone on your team has access to blue paint at a red level, that is highly irregular and would be evidence of treason. Yet you have not reported said treason. So I can only assume I can only assume that you are in cahoots with whoever has distributed said paint. Or not distributed said paint, because it could be an elaborate ruse to confuse Friend Computer.
He was so tired.
I pick up a sleeping Toby.
He was talking.
I rest him on one arm, and I hold him by the back of his head, and I go, beans! I'm Toby. I'm a gnome and stuff.
But definitely do Weekend at Bernie's me. Weekend at Toby.
Resident Kieran, it appears that you are, well, how should I say, on very close speaking terms with a confirmed traitor. Please accept these 2 additional treason stars.
I do like that your thought is
friend computer.
The robot in our brains. You're going to try to talk out loud to the room, which I assume is like filled with a slightly blue bleeding robot and a counter group as us. One of which is charmed by Toby.
Goldie wants very quickly to drag Toby's body 150 feet away from this scrub mob because she's feeling very into respecting authority right now.
So that's smart. As you start dragging Toby away, you hear Fred Computer over the speaker, Resident Voorhees, which is none of you. Please note that you are now authorized to assassinate Resident Toby, who is a confirmed traitor. And one of the guys from the other team takes a shot at the now motionless form of Toby.
Goldie ducks, Goldie ducks, Goldie ducks.
Yeah, I was holding Toby before. I pushed him into the other team.
So if Goldie is going to try to react to this, she can, but it would cost you a moxie point to do so.
Yeah, Goldie's going to jump out.
First a light bulb, now this. Yikes.
Okay, so tell me what Goldie is doing specifically, because you are in the process of dragging Toby away. Tell me exactly what Goldie does.
Okay.
What you want Goldie to do, because it may not be what happens.
Yeah, sure. I played Narpy. Okay, so she's dragging Toby by 1 foot because she's still not very big. She's dragging him by 1 foot. She hears the friend Pewter over, give the assassination order, and then she jumps behind one of the bigger members of her party.
Can I?
Do you let go of Toby, or do you still have hold of Toby? Okay, so you let go of Toby. You successfully dive behind. You dive behind Nighthawk.
How'd they get a gun?
I sick my kitty cat on Voorhees.
Yeah, no, you didn't, because a lot of this has already happened, and he has already pulled out his laser pistol and pointed it and shot it. So
small.
Yeah, he hits Toby, who is pretty easy to hit because he's just laying there, and Toby is evaporated.
Jeff
so
shouts.
Toby's gone.
Jeff shouts, "Holy fucking shit! I mean, damn!
Jeff, language!
Sorry.
Wow.
Are my boots left over? Can they take my boots?
Your boots are left over. Yes,
those are good boots. You should take those boots.
I boots right on.
I pick up the boots and I say, "Friend Computer, should I hold on to these boots and give them back to Toby when he comes back and he's the new equipment officer, or would picking these up be treason?"
What do you mean come back?
That seems like an exceptional amount of knowledge that you have there, Resident Kieran. Please enjoy this additional treason star.
Kieran, you.
When did anybody explain to you the clone system?
Kieran, you keep fucking.
Because I'm on clone number 3.
I mean, yeah, but you don't know that he's going to get a clone. He's just got murdered. He got straight murked.
Fair.
Do your clones have your previous memories? So would you know that he's on clone number 3?
Are you asking me as the GM, or are you asking the friend computer?
I'm asking you as the GM.
Oh, well, don't worry about it.
Hey,
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
That was the whole thing. In the previous section.
That's the split.
That's the split.
Right there.
Are you fucking TikToking again, you asshole?
Yeah.
All right. Additionally, I do want to point out to all of you that all of the forms are now up and able to be accessed at any time for you. So if you feel that someone else on your team has committed any acts of treason, you can fill out the Alpha Complex Accusation of Treason form. And in fact, you are expected to do so. Failure to report treason is evidence of treason. Additionally, you have an Alpha Complex Cerebral Cortex issue form. So if you want to report any issues with your cerebral cortex, you can do so.
What? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so there you go.
Toby 3-5 gun ain't no fucking cop.
So as you guys are in kind of stunned silence after the murder of Toby 2, you hear from very far away a screaming sound as a chute opens above your head and another Toby falls flat out of the sky.
Whoa! Hi! Alright.
Toby, you're back.
Yeah!
Oh my god, what the fuck? Do you have
Am I
any
like listening? Can I be bald with no eyebrows?
I mean, you
Oh
can.
my God. Yeah, can he just be covered in placenta?
Yeah,
Oh.
I look like a Keanu in the Matrix. You know.
Yeah.
Ew! I'm gross.
3 foot
Fine.
Keanu Reeves.
What's
I'm
going
totally
on?
I think. I don't know.
Wow, Toby, you look
do
like
have
you've
a
been
light
powering
bulb?
the machines.
So,
Can I have my
again,
boots back? I
light
think-
bulb. Light bulb. Do we have a fucking light bulb? Did it come back with you?
No,
Did it
you
regenerate?
No, you do not have a light
Toby
bulb.
broke
Am I
it.
nude?
Print computer. Print
You're not.
computer.
You're not nude. You have.
I
You're,
give
you're
Toby-
wearing
I give
a,
Toby
you're
back
wearing
his
a red
boots.
vest.
Hey,
Can we
thanks.
go back to that office that we got the first one at?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we
we
have
should-
to.
we should
have
do
to do
that.
a whole entire form to go back there. God damn it!
I mean, you're just outside.
Yeah, we
I'm
we
just
Literally
here.
got into the hallway outside.
Adam, can you G-chat me if I have my memories?
No, you do have all your memories.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. So I guess maybe it's just the equipment officer should go back in and ask for a replacement light bulb, please.
I can't go
Yeah.
back there. I'll get shot.
I mean, I guess she is the leader.
Yeah, and I'm leading. I'm delegating these responsibilities.
That's
Print
very true.
computer.
Oh no.
Yes,
Please
Resident
don't work.
Nighthawk.
Can I just have a second? Never mind.
Don't break the line.
I forgot my name. I'm sorry. Carry on if you're not going to follow my instructions.
Oh.
No, I can't go near that whatever bot. I'll get shot.
I think we
Was-
should all get the fuck out of here.
Wasn't that you,
This
the
is crazy
previous
shit.
you that had the restraining order? Does this
Oh.
you have a restraining order?
Your
I
previous
don't know.
your previous clone has already been killed, so he's probably not going to kill you again.
Friend computer, can you list the current restraining orders on me, Toby 3?
Absolutely. Toby 3 has no current restraining orders.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nighthawk, and I give Nighthawk a hug.
All of us have the restraining order. It's our
I
whole
accept it.
gang. We need to get the fuck
Oh
out.
yeah, if you think about it, I'm the only one that doesn't have a restraining order. Aha! I go back and tell the equipment officer that my leader told me to get a new light bulb because someone else broke the light bulb, which is true, technically.
So you don't have you broke the light bulb.
Yeah, I died.
Yeah, I died.
You died breaking a light bulb?
No, I got shot.
So okay, so that wasn't germane then is what you're saying. Okay, do you have the broken light bulb? Because like we can do some things back here, like maybe reuse some of it.
BRB! And I go and try to pick. I assume I pick up like 6% of the shards.
Sure.
And come back.
Yep.
Hi! I was gone for a while. I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Tell you what, I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do this for you because I don't like to see bad things happen.
Okay.
And he goes back and he comes back with a little pouch that has a light bulb symbol on it. And he's like, "This is a safety light bulb carrier.
Hey, thank you, buddy. What's your name again?
My name's Jeff."
Thanks, Jeff.
It is Tim would know this. Tim would know this as a fanny pack.
Oh, dope.
Good
Okay,
fashion.
so there you go. You got that. Additionally, you have one more light bulb. Here you go. I would suggest putting it in the fanny pack as soon as possible.
Oh, I will do so. Thank you, Jeff. You're a friend to me, Toby 3,
Great. Thank you.
and a scooch.
Okay. What do you do with the light bulb?
Put it in the fanny pack, run away, and I'm just about done filling this treason form.
Great.
You move forward.
As soon as you unzip the fanny pack and drop the light bulb in, the light bulb shatters, and you notice that there is another broken light bulb in here, and you broke the
damn
light
it.
bulb, putting the light bulb in on top of the other light bulb remains.
I start crying.
Holy hell.
Oh, I go, oh, and I rub his back. Yo, it's okay, Toby.
It's not okay. It's not okay. Go back and get another one.
Yeah, we're all arguing like a fucking lot, and I can't handle it very well right now.
Parts. Adam, you knew this was 3 hours long with an hour.
Fuck.
All right. Yeah, you have no functional light bulb right now.
Well, at least you can bring him back all the shards.
Oh, I'm not going back there.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
also,
please go back.
Do you want to borrow my
I'll-
super glue, Toby?
Toby, would it make you happy if I went and did it?
It would make me happy.
Oh, okay.
No, go with him. Go with him. We can't have someone who's not the equipment officer going and picking up equipment. That's treasonous.
Well,
yeah,
Nighthawk got
right.
a lot of the equipment last time.
I'm the fucking muscle, and this guy
No,
keeps
none of
dying
you
and then
can go
falling
down
out
the
of
hall. I have to go.
Right! Ugh.
Someone just go get the goddamn light bulb. Someone just go get the goddamn light bulb.
I hate you guys. I hate you. I hate you. I will not weep when you get shot.
Toby, be careful this time.
I'm very angry right now.
Toby, you don't look very happy.
Toby, say beans.
Get Satchel. Jeff. Please give me a light bulb in a box filled with soft things.
While Toby
Lamp
is in the other room screaming about light bulbs, I turn to Nighthawk and I say, God, he's never like this on the podcast. It's so weird.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're saying a lot of words.
All right,
Wow, this is a pretty fucking bum group, man. I gotta say, we're doing a bad fucking job.
All right, I critically have to go to the bathroom, so we're gonna take a 2-minute break, and I will be right back.
I'm gonna take. I'm
Yeah.
gonna force
And I am going to close this current giveaway and draw it.
Guys, I thought Adam was gonna keep fucking up my character's name, so I made a sign to shame him.
I was
and then
wondering
he got
what
it right.
you were doing.
I made a sign. And then he got it right because he's a good fucking person that listens to people. I'm like,
Easy.
I don't know.
Hey, Ray. Look,
Yes.
look. Oh no, hold on. I have a genie up there. Let me take this thing down.
I'm so excited.
I got so much of it done.
You did. You're a machine. You're a literal
I was
machine.
just chugging along. Ray and I are cosplaying together.
Yeah, we're
doing Victor and Yuri from Yuri on Ice.
at GeeklyCon, all you folks in the stream.
Well, I can't wait to take a selfie with you both.
Oh,
Very
hell
excited about
yeah.
this.
I'm gonna be in my shoes.
I can't
that
wait
make me
to
6 feet tall.
mean to
I'm
take a
very
selfie and then forget.
I'm gonna be doing random like cosplays and stuff.
That's actually
Hell yeah.
Kieran, I've seen you after GeeklyCon, and it's like nothing but pictures on social media.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
All right, let's jump back into this. There's a lot of things going on here. Okay,
We're
so
There's really just
trying to
one
change
thing we're
light
trying to
bulbs.
accomplish.
One goddamn goal.
did Toby go
We're not
back
even trying to change it. We're just trying to
Our
have
panties
a
are
light.
cool.
Friend computer, I have a question.
Yes, Resident Goldie.
Does your job responsibility follow you after you die?
Absolutely.
Fuck. Thanks.
Friend computer.
Yes, Resident Nighthawk.
Yes, I'm wondering if as a leader I can assign or switch roos on certain group members' assigned duties.
Do you feel that you have more knowledge than the friend computer on deciding who is the appropriate role on your team?
I believe that Friend Computer has lifted my morale enough to where I am a more competent leader today than I was before, and I think that because I was inspired, I am now able to make the decision that maybe Friend Computer wanted me to make all along, which is to not have Toby be the equipment person and to have human podcaster, whatever that is, Kieran, be the equipment person.
That's fair. He has
Thank
large
you
hands.
for your growth.
What he lacks in
hands are
abs,
really
he
good.
makes up in
opportunities
hands.
to grow.
What you're
true.
saying
That's
is that
better.
you feel the team that that friend computer has made a mistake in assigning the roles.
Incorrect. That is not
What
at
you
all
were
I
saying
said.
is that friend computer is incorrect in its assessments.
Well, maybe this time.
Wow, that is unfortunate.
That's treason!
Oh my god.
I appreciate the fact that Toby has reported you for treason. But Toby, in future, Please fill out the appropriate treason request form. The Alpha Complex accusation of treason/termination. The same one that you filled out previously.
I didn't do that. I didn't yell it. That was Kieran.
Oh, it's very confusing.
It was me.
I apologize. I have made a minor mistake. I misread an accusation of treason and termination permanent request form. See, Toby, I thought that you had accused someone of treason. In fact, it was Goldie who accused you of treason. So I apologize for my mistake.
Well, I accused Jeff of treason, so you were not mistaken, my friend computer.
Are you talking about this Jeff right here? She says in pets.
Sorry. No, equipment room Jeff, not this guy here. I love this guy here.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Okay, I just said Jeff. I should have said equipment room Jeff. Jeff, I'm sorry.
I have found exactly what you were speaking of. Yes, you did accuse Jeff, your friend here on your team, of treason. It seems that you feel he has failed to follow correct Alpha Complex procedures. You have accused him of conspiracy or sedition and treason by thought, word, or deed.
I thought gnomes were meant to stick together.
And then I'm hopping excitingly as you're saying all of it. Friend computer, I said what he did was give me broken light bulbs. How would this Jeff give me broken light bulbs when only that Jeff has light bulbs at all? My friend computer.
Here's another confusing question. You said, could you have stopped the accused from committing treason? You said it happened outside of the room. The
breaking part.
You said he gave you a broken light bulb, and then you said that treason happened outside of the room. So how could the Jeff inside give you a faulty light bulb? It must have been the Jeff outside who gave you a faulty light bulb outside of the room.
Goldie draws her hypodermic gun. Goldie draws the gun, and she walks over to Toby.
Don't, please.
I swear to God, if you don't just fucking get along with this god computer right now, I'm
the only motherfucker that can walk down the fucking...
Everyone, please be quiet.
If she kill you again, it'll happen. You just fall out of the sky. It's fucking magic science.
I have one simple question. Resident Carol, as the happiness officer, do you feel like your team is working to their utmost happiness?
I did about 10 seconds ago, and then things turned pretty fast.
Allow me to take a quick survey. Resident Toby, on a scale of 1 to 84, please tell me how happy you are.
My rocket boots. Like,
Toby, come back! Come back! I thought you were supposed to be the smartest thing in existence. This is very dumb.
I'm gonna find another light bulb. I'm sure. You wouldn't decide an adventure without another light bulb.
So you did launch the rocket boots?
One-star review.
Did you launch the rocket boots?
Yes.
Okay. When you fire the rocket boots, they launch you directly up into the ceiling, and you splatter into a red mist.
I'm afraid of that. When you described how they work, I wasn't entirely listening, so I was like, I thought it was one or the other, not both. So that makes sense.
Okay, so Toby is now a stain. Well, so that answers that question. Moving right along, Resident Goldie, on a scale of 1 to 84, how excited and how much fun are you having on this mission?
Carol is looking at Goldie like...
Oh, God. Okay.
She's making big smiles with her.
To get it to stop, I have to be happy. I'm an 84. I'm an 84, friend Peter. I'm an 84. Let's stop it all.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for your feedback. I am confused as to why you are having so much fun around so many traitors and treasonous flyers.
We killed the traitor. We killed him. He's dead now. And I'm so happy because friend Peter brought us righteousness and killing the apostate. Flips our race, friend Peter. Thank you.
So you were telling me that all treasonous traitors have been killed.
No, the one I know about, and I am a puny human, and I don't have the power to see. I don't know. I'm a teddy bear, friend Peter, and I'm trying to...
Very well. Continue on your mission, please. That is, light bulb needs to be fixed immediately.
Okay. Who got treason stars then? So I need to update this.
By the way, another Toby drops out of the sea. This is Toby 4.
This time, too much hair. Hi, I'm Toby 4.
All right, so
I'm good.
Kieran should have 3. Nighthawk should have 3.
I want the next Toby to drop that and have a real deep voice.
Hey, bro.
Also, you don't notice
me,
it, but
Toby.
you feel it all in your bones that the 1 has shifted from Carol to Jeff.
Oh, so Carol's down to 1.
Oh.
Oh,
No, Carol is no longer the number 1.
Number
the
1.
1.
Jeff is now
Right.
number 1.
Okay.
Can we all feel it in our bones, or just they feel it in their bones?
Everyone knows.
I have to know what I know, Adam.
Are my previous corpses all over here?
Yeah, they're just sitting around.
Fucking gross.
Don't look, Toby. Don't look.
I want to, I don't want to take any more time because I'm obviously having a lot of fun. I apologize to Jeff.
It's okay, Toby. It's an easy mistake to make.
I forgot.
Maybe you could apologize to Friend Pewter, but no, it's fine. It's fine. Let's apologize to Jeff, who doesn't have control over our life and death.
Okay, let's not have any more issues.
So,
Why do we have a
we've got a light bulb.
situation.
You don't have a light bulb.
Please don't make me go back there, please.
Also, the other team that was escorting the Scrubbot are escorting the Scrubbot down the hallway to you guys. They're about halfway to you.
Oh my god!
Is that Scrubbot leaving blue paint behind it?
No, it's not. It's not currently scrubbing.
Oh, that's true.
You guys are not anywhere near hallway Y4 yet.
We're so
Probably
sorry.
the wrong fucking Scrubbot.
Sorry about this, Toby, but you're really the only one that can get the light bulb. We're gonna have to start backing up real soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Go
Also, important
Toby,
note: this Scrubbot, it goes about 5 feet, and then it you could tell its alignment is off somehow because it just keeps running into the wall every 5 feet, and they have to keep adjusting it and moving it back to straighten
Is
it
it like
back
a buggy?
out.
Like a shopping cart at a Food Lion?
It is a bot that has been kicked and a door opened into it, and is now off alignment.
Oh my god. All right, Adam. I go back to fucking equipment room Jeff.
Yep.
And I'm like, I take my boots off, I point them at him, and I say,
Why did you put the boots back on?
I put them on. I put the boots on my head. They are now gun boots, and I say, if I don't get down that hall with an intact goddamn light bulb, it would be my mission to ruin you. Give me.
You broke another light bulb.
Where am I? Please.
So you broke another light bulb, is what you're telling me.
That's so fast.
All right, we have one more back here.
All right. Just give it to me in a safe way, and let's talk it out together, friend.
Every single one of these I have given you it's been fine, and then I don't know what you're doing with these things. You juggling with them when you get outside? Do you know how expensive it is to make glass underground?
No.
I don't either, but it's probably pretty expensive.
Toby just kind of hunkers up and glares at him until he gives him the light bulb, and
He
I don't.
hands you the light bulb.
And Adam, this is Tim talking to you. Please let me get
Tell me what happens. Tell me what happens.
Man, I don't
you were
fucking
handed
know.
the light bulb.
I look for tissues. I take my socks off, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm covered in hair. I yank out my beard,
Yeah.
and then I wrap it around.
You
I'm
make a
bleeding
mess.
from my chin as I'm shaking with my socks. I put the rocket boots around me, and then I'm I walked down. Can I spend a moxie point to ensure that I can walk 75 feet to give the light bulb or something?
Are you handing the light bulb off to someone else?
Oh, immediately, 100,000%.
Okay, yeah, you can spend a moxie point. You make it down the hallway. Who are you handing the light bulb to?
I would look at Nighthawk and I would say, "Take it," or tell me who to give it to.
Give it to
Please.
Kieran.
Kieran,
Yeah, Toby, I know what a light bulb is. I've replaced them before. I can hold this one.
Take your socks off.
Just do what he says.
I take my socks off and I put them over my hands, so I've got like sock hands.
No,
so that I can delicately
Okay,
No,
you're gonna drop it.
here's what Toby does. Toby
Okay.
is on the ground, is like, lay next to me and take it so that I cannot drop.
Unless they're those socks with
I
the
lie down
rubber
next
grips
to
on the
you.
bottom.
Can you grab it by the metal part at the bottom?
These things break.
Yeah, that's
They exist to
okay.
Carol.
You don't look very happy, Toby.
I nestle up to Toby so that we're like side chest to side chest, and I get him to slowly pass it over our bodies until it's then on my chest, and then I stand up with the light bulb.
Yeah, I need you to roll me.
No.
No, not a roll. No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever you want
I
to roll.
need you to roll
whatever you
me
want to roll, I'll do it.
Great mechanics plus operate.
Is this the first roll?
Yes.
Yep.
Mechanics. Fuck you, Adam. I hate you so much, you son of a bitch.
Is this just Kieran?
Oh my goddamn -5. Okay.
Okay. So here's what you're gonna do then. Since your net is a -4, you're gonna roll 4 dice plus the computer dice. So you're gonna roll 5 total.
No.
Okay.
Oh, not
You
oh.
don't worry about 5s and 6s so much as worry about 1s.
Fuck.
Tell me if you get any 1s.
Okay, if I want to spend Moxie on this roll, if I spend a Moxie point on this, what do I get?
Well, you could re-roll, or you could decrease the amount of dice that you're rolling by 1.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 Moxie points and take away 2 of these dice.
Okay. So now you are only rolling 2 dice and the computer die.
I'm doing this for all of you because I love you.
We know.
All right.
We only have a half hour. So.
I got. I only have 30 minutes to show my love. Okay, so I got 2 3s, and then on the computer dice I got a 4.
Okay, 0 successes means that this was a net blank. So you as he's handing you the light bulb, you drop it. But it has been wrapped in so many socks that it just kind of falls on the ground and it doesn't break.
Hair,
beard hair.
Please.
So it falls on the ground. You do drop it. All of you, like, your hearts drop out of your chest, but it does not shatter when it hits the ground.
I don't know if there's dogs in wherever the fuck we are, but they're all barking based on Toby's silent dog screech.
Yeah. Okay, so you have
I'm bleeding from the ear.
You have a light bulb on the ground.
Can I just pick it up?
Okay,
Yep.
I take the socks off.
No, I just fucking pick it up before you can peel your stupid sock hands off. I just pick up the bulb.
You pick up the light bulb.
With my bare goddamn hands.
Yes.
Not bare hands. I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Yeah, fuck right off. It's been a bad day.
All right, you pick it up.
You know, everyone's real heated here. Does anyone just want a little hit?
Not so fast, Carol.
Just a little? You don't get the whole thing. I give some to Goldie.
Hell yeah.
I want to follow the arrow very quietly to the next location.
Sure. So you guys start walking along the path. It is.
no.
I mean, it's a pretty long passage. I mean, you guys are going from one sector to a not super close sector. So you guys are walking for a while. And again, this thing in front of you, the scrub bot, keeps hitting the wall every 5 yards or so. And so they keep having to adjust it and bring it back and try to center it. And then it keeps running into the wall. And then they drag it back out across the hallway, and it runs back into the wall. And so you guys are really impeded with your speed. Also, over a rusty speaker to the sides of all of you, you hear, important note for the troubleshooting team, you do need to arrive and change that light bulb before the scrub bot arrives in hallway Y4. If you don't, then how will we know if the scrub bot completes its scrubbing routine?
Excuse
is
me,
the
please.
scrub bot ahead of us or behind us?
The scrub bot is now ahead of you.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, can we get within distance of it?
I mean, you could get up to 100 yards away before you
Oh,
start risking
no.
your restraining order.
Now you need to die more.
Okay,
I'd like to do. I'd like to be. Go ahead, podcaster Kieran.
Oh no! By all means, the
No, I want to
leader
hear your
first.
good ideas first, just in case.
Just in case it's good.
Okay.
A good leader delegates and listens. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
it,
of course.
that's it.
When that announcement comes out, I turn to Toby and I say, Toby, I think you might have to take the light bulb. And I'm sorry for saying that, but I think you might have to take it and run on ahead to put it in before the scrub bot gets there.
I will fucking fill out
I
a
believe
treason
in you.
form for you.
Okay.
If you have him steal this from my hand, and I turn invisible and I stealth 100 fucking feet away from my group and in front of the scrub bot.
Is that normal?
Say that. Okay, so you did what to the who now?
I'm turning invisible and I want to go around the scrub bot without being seen.
And you were carrying the light bulb.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's one of the curly Q ones, right?
Great, yes. So
Yeah, I'm fine.
mark off a Moxie point. All of you see Nighthawk go invisible and
It's
go
fine.
around in front of the bot, and then
What the fuck?
what?
I didn't know she was gonna turn invisible. I'm serving you realism, Adam.
Oh, I thought. See, I'm looking at a screen that is the actual Twitch stream, so I'm like way behind it. So I looked up and I saw Veronica's mouth moving and saying "What the fuck," and so I thought she said it.
That's right, because my voice in Veronica.
No shit. I was filling out a form
We're
to
the
accuse
same.
Nighthawk as a treason, and I was like, Veronica just said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Felt like to me. Okay, so but yeah, all of you see Nighthawk go invisible and then zip around and then like become visible again, way ahead in the hallway in front of this other group.
I don't want to stir the pot or anything, but does that mean she's a mutant?
Well, I mean, it's fucking God. I
Wow.
can't bippity boppity boop and just fucking turn invisible. Invisible.
Friend computer, I have a question.
Yes.
Friend computer, I have a question.
No,
Yes.
Nighthawk, I think you find that I was actually first in line. Friend computer, is turning invisible one of Nighthawk's assigned abilities?
No one should be able to turn invisible unless they're a damn dirty mutant.
Okay, friend computer, Nighthawk's a damn dirty mutant.
Did you file an Alpha Complex accusation of treason termination permit request?
I
I'm doing
did
it right now,
now.
friend computer, but New Zealand only has ASL internet. It's very bad. I'm trying my best.
I did, friend computer.
Congratulations, Toby. Everyone, please note that Toby is now the #1 troubleshooter.
Hey.
Also, please note,
welcome.
Nighthawk, you now have 5 treason stars.
Okay, great.
Everyone
Friend
note,
computer.
everyone note, anyone who assassinates the dirty traitor, Nighthawk, will be able to receive 50 XP points, and all of the people in the team that's escorting the scrub bot pull out laser rifles.
I would like to use a
I just
thing,
have a needle gun.
please.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, great. So all I want to do is say, I've got the only fucking light bulb, you all fucking fucks. And
Yeah.
fuck all of you. And your stupid scrub bot can't see fuck all without this stupid fucking light bulb. And there's
Your
no
corpse
more
will
because
cushion
of
the
you
light
fucks.
What?
So there.
Okay, yeah, they
That's all
super
I say.
seem reasonable.
And, can I use Alpha Complex for that? Because I don't know what it is.
Are you trying to make some sort of roll? That would be a bluff. So you could roll me Chutzpah plus bluff.
Sure.
Yeah, we should start rolling, man. That's good.
Yeah, this is how I do. I don't ever make anybody roll any damn thing. So that's roll 2 dice basically, because one of them is always going to be your computer die.
Great. My computer die is a 6, and I got a 2.
Fuck.
Perfect.
That was the one
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, no, that's good. But it's good for the show. It's good for the show.
So,
God, could you imagine for like, no, we have to get this light bulb.
so the computer comes over and says, "Everyone halt. Nighthawk, please take the light bulb out of your pocket and place it on the ground. You will be respected if you do this thing for Friend Computer.
I do enjoy respect.
Nighthawk, that seems like a bad idea.
Who are you? You reported me for treason as my hand just gently lowers to the floor.
All right, do you set the light bulb down?
Yeah, is my cat near me though?
Your cat is, yeah, it's wherever you want it to be.
Yeah, cool. Eat this if they kill me. And I put it on the floor.
Okay. As soon as you place it on the floor, wall panels slide open and lasers shoot out of the wall panels and evaporate you. You are dead. Your cat looks on confusedly.
That's a stupid cat.
So go ahead and bump yourself up to Clone 2 as a new Nighthawk gets shoved down to shoot, and boom, you are now sitting next to a confused cat and a light bulb.
Hello, sweet baby.
And
I pick up my bulb, and I
Do you like land in the light bulb from the chute?
If it wasn't for the fact that we have 22 minutes, you know she was going to land on that fucking light bulb.
John, in your notes, mark down 6 hours for Paranoia next year.
Friend Computer.
Yes.
My team has suddenly abandoned me for no reason. Is there any way that we can get the other team to move out of the way so that they can join me? Since our mission does take priority, and because I am now Clone 2, I've somehow been separated.
Are you telling me that all of your team is failing to perform their assigned duties correctly?
No, I'm saying that the other team is interfering with my team's ability to do their job.
So your team cannot approach you?
Toby runs towards Nighthawk.
It seems your team is approaching now.
Great, here comes
Toby.
the good
Toby.
I will follow behind Toby. I will follow behind.
Yeah, as soon as you get within 100 yards of this scrub bot, lasers point out at the wall at you and evaporate you.
Okay, well, Toby and I are going to be walking, so please just come on, hurry up now.
Okay,
so-
Everyone, get to the next clone.
we need
To the
to,
clones.
hey, for the best of, the whole team, and I grab Cammy's arm, and I grab my arm.
Goldie!
Horrible.
Wait a sign!
I grab Goldie's arm, and I grab Jeff's arm, and I run them forward towards the scrub bot.
All right, you all are evaporated into a mist,
God.
but you drop back down a few moments later, and none of you are facing a restraining order against this
All right,
robot anymore.
Oh, look at how easy.
Fucking middle finger to that scrub bot.
I would normally run in a situation like this, but I think we should do a light jog instead, because I'm feeling lazy today.
As you guys are running past this other team, they keep laughing at you. Like, they are doing fine, by the way. Like, they have had no issues this entire time. This was a job you were supposed to have, and this other group, it's a cherry gig from your situation. They're laughing at you every time you run past. They're like you can hear them talking to Friend Computer about you.
I see them all laughing, and I look at their happiness officer, and I give him a thumbs up.
I appreciate that
just
enthusiasm
fucks
for
up
one's
the
job.
Yeah, if you open up the chat, it'll mess it up.
Adam, I don't want to
that's
be
fine.
rude, but I feel like this is your fault. I feel like if you were GMing the other group, they would have a hard time too. I don't want to be rude, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's fine.
Friend Computer, I would like to accuse Adam Bash of treason.
yes.
Do you have
I'll
evidence
probably
of Adam Bash's treason?
I can get some.
Question withdrawn.
Give me 20 minutes and a Wi-Fi connection, my man. I got you.
Okay. So you guys are running down the hallway now. You are
Hey!
Jogging.
yep,
Jogging.
light
Carefully.
jog, a light jog. Sure.
Safely. The light bulb nestled in a mist of
Also-
hair and beard hair.
Of important
Sucks.
note is you guys kind of, as you guys look back, you see the group that's behind you they've picked up the scrub bot and are running after you.
No.
Those bastards.
Why?
Well, okay. Well, someone be reporting misuse of Alpha Complex property,
yes.
please, while we are jogging. And friend computer, I'm sure we'll get right on this. Is anyone going to be doing that? Please let me know.
I'm on.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I'm on it right
Someone
now.
with faster internet, please report the street.
I just want to know that my directions are being followed so that I don't have to fill out these forms.
I hope you all have taken names.
Nope.
Voorhees.
Voorhees.
Oh yeah.
Voorhees.
Voorhees.
There was like
the only
4
name I
Jeffs.
know.
There were 4 Jeffs. Let's just put Jeff on the other 3.
No.
Don't do it. No,
If you're going to do that, specify which Jeff.
I'll put bad Jeff.
So as you guys approach and you get there, you can see it like even as you're like jogging down the hallway. You see that there is an area where the lights burn out above you, and so you see the markings on the wall that show that this is sector. It's a sector THC with the and it is hallway Y4.
Okay, great.
Oh God, we're here.
How high up is
Finally
it?
made it.
The ceiling is approximately 9 feet up.
I look at the height of the people around me.
No one is 9 feet tall.
Friend computer,
Yes.
is there a way for us to reach the ceiling?
Presumably there is.
Could you please enlighten me
Rocket
on
boots.
As the team leader, you don't know, based upon the existing equipment that you have been provided, how to get up 9 feet?
I could climb on
know-
top of Kieran.
Do you have anything in your backpack, Jeff?
Just cleaning stuff, really, and some glue, some mouthwash. Nothing that will really help.
My rocket boots go up 7 feet.
Okay.
7 meters.
7 me. Oh, 7 foot. Oh my god.
Do you have control over them?
Well, not
I
last
don't
time
know.
you didn't.
Hey, Kieran, bend down. Let me get on your shoulders.
Jeez, I really got smashed.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do it. I used to have a nice ass, so it's probably need to start squatting again.
You could have
You're
used
gonna
that as a
slide right
step
off
stool.
him. You got no ass to hold him up.
All right. So are you climbing up on top of?
I'm getting on Kieran's
Kieran?
shoulders.
Okay.
I'm 40 pounds. I can try to climb up to the tippy top, right?
Wait. Helen, how tall is Toby? Sorry, Toby, how tall are you?
3 foot 2 inches tall.
Oh, well, I could just hoist you up on my shoulders, and you could just reach out with your arms and put the light bulb in, because
that's
I'm not that short.
That's why Jeff was getting on his shoulders. He's a gnome.
Oh.
too.
Jeff is also
Oh.
a gnome.
I don't want to be rude. I ain't touching that fucking light bulb again. So yeah, Jeff, you can do it, bud.
Fair as.
All right.
That is.
So I'm gonna,
Amanda.
as I hand you the light bulb, I'm gonna just very briefly explain to you what to fucking do with it while you're up there. Fucking Kieran.
I was going to ask, yeah.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a hole, and there's gonna be spirally things in it. So what you're gonna want to do?
Sparry things, right?
You're gonna want to take this metal end and very gently place it into the hole and turn it.
Oh, screw. I know how to screw.
Yeah, screw it. Screw it in there.
All right, fine.
Come on now. Come on.
Hey,
I'm a handyman. I screw all the time.
We only have 15 minutes, John. If we have to teach Jeff what screwing means vis-a-vis fucking, we don't have time. We
No,
don't.
he's
Okay,
literally talking
okay.
about screwing. Like,
There
yeah,
we
a
go.
screwdriver.
No, great.
We're all adults.
Okay, so you're ready to go?
do it.
Great.
Yes.
All right, there's a plastic cover over the light bulb fixture.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
I
Okay.
There's just a plastic cover.
I-
It's not that extreme.
I try and
fucking
pry it off or twist it
I
off
just-
or
I
however
Great.
Adam.
There's no
I don't
problem.
trust you.
You are able to pry off the plastic cover.
I do that.
Presumably, you don't drop it on the ground. You just hold on to it.
Yeah.
What? Is that important?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Tell me. What happened?
Should it be on the ground? Does he need to drop it?
Ask
No.
no more questions. No one
He-
ask any more questions.
He passes it to Kieran to hold while he does
Great.
that.
Okay, so you pass down the plastic cover
Oh
for
my
Kieran to
God.
hold. You have a burnt out bulb Go ahead and roll me and let's see. Go ahead and roll me a mechanics plus engineer.
Mechanics plus I've got +6 in engineer. So
you're rolling 9 dice in total because you have to add in the computer die.
Luckily I've got 9 dice right here.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay.
I'm gonna be so angry.
Okay.
I'm crying in the game as a character, but if this light bulb breaks,
what do you want to know? 6s and 5s or 1s?
Just 6s and 5s, and whether or not the computer dice is a 6.
I got 5 6s and a 1 on the computer dice.
You got 5 6s when you rolled 9 dice?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, well, with that roll, you notice that
2 1s and 2 2s.
Okay, so with that roll, you notice that this is a completely different style of light bulb than the one that you have in your hand.
No, Adam.
I don't understand.
This is a good point. Who is mad at Adam, not at Fred Computer?
Yes.
Yes. I'm mad that I had to fucking fill out that form, which takes 5,000
Adam, did you make the form?
Adam, I am so compliant.
Oh my God.
I'm an obedient friend, and he's done.
I am traveling over 10,000 miles just to kick your ass, Adam.
Adam, I have been a
so glad the fucking voice modulator didn't work. I'm glad that you got to experience
Nighthawk.
I'm glad your parents didn't work.
Nighthawk.
If you don't read that fucking report, I will be upset. Carly will be upset.
I talked mad shit about Kieran in a fucking report, and I need you to read it with your eyes.
Hey, we will have it when the mission's over. This is Paranoia. When the mission's over, we will have a debrief.
Nighthawk.
Jeff, what that
Nighthawk.
means.
This doesn't have a screwy thing. It's got. This doesn't have a screwy bit. It's got 2 little notches. I don't really.
Oh my God! Jeff gave us a fucking push.
Understand?
Fucking Jeff. Fucking the other Jeff. That's Jeff.
He said there's a light bulb in the system or whatever.
Yeah. He knew where we were going. He sabotaged us.
God damn.
Someone write a report.
Is that treason?
That sounds like treason to me.
It sounds like treason to me.
Yeah.
Make sure you specify its equipment room, Jeff.
Yes,
of course. Whoever is doing this.
Friend Computer comes over the announcements. Excuse me, but it seems that you have not changed the light bulb, and the scrub bot is on its way. Please change the light bulb immediately.
Friend Computer.
Yes, Nighthawk.
My team is running out of time, and Jeff not our Jeff, but Jeff in the equipment room gave us the wrong light bulb on purpose. We are filling out a treason report now, but I just wanted that to be known in case there were lasers that are there for Jeff.
Thank you for that information. Resident Toby, I have a concern for you.
Oh, God.
As equipment officer, your job is to oversee the maintenance and safekeeping of all equipment and prevent wrong activities and the correct use of equipment and vice versa. Why did you leave from equipment with incorrect equipment?
I didn't know what hole I had to fill.
Well, your ignorance is no excuse for treason. Please accept these true treason stars. Congratulations, Goldie. You are now #1 troubleshooter.
Hey! Good? Yes.
I'm upset. I'm very upset.
You have less than 9 minutes to change the light bulb.
I'm so sweaty!
Computer, I'm being real with you. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Let's manage expectations at this point.
Jeff gets
Could
down.
I just run to go get it? Would I be able to get it if I run?
Not in 9 minutes. You would not make it back to equipment and back here in 9 minutes.
Jeff gets down from Kieran's shoulders and goes down the corridor a bit, and then spreads super glue on the floor so that the scrub bot will get stuck and not reach.
Genius.
Okay, so you go. Okay, so you turn your hygienomedic to
glue.
To glue. Go ahead and make hold on. Go ahead and make a mechanics plus science roll.
Listen, I've reported for treason, but that fucking form takes way too goddamn long.
No,
Mechanics
Carol.
plus science.
I reported 3 people for
So I
treason.
do
I'm
the
tired.
+4 for science and 3 for mechanics.
I don't even know how many times I've done the treason form, to be honest.
So is that 7 and then the computer die, or 6 and the computer die?
It's
So I do-
7 and then the computer die.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god.
2 5s and a 4 on the oh no, sorry, 3 5s and a 4 on the computer die.
Okay, you managed to switch it appropriately and spray glue all over the floor. The scrub bot immediately starts spraying solvent and dissolving the glue.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
sorry,
Okay.
equipment
I'm
malfunction.
gonna do something dramatic.
Yep. Okay.
I am also going to go down the corridor, and I'm going to say, Jeff, go back with the rest of the group. And I get out my tripwire bomb, and I'm going to put the tripwire down in the path of the scrub.
Okay. So,
And so I'm going to activate it and then run back to the group and be like, okay, so I'm definitely going to be accused of treason.
great.
Hopefully,
time out.
you
time
guys
out.
can complete
Before
the
you
mission.
make it back, here's exactly what happens. So you take out the tripwire bomb, you attach it to the wall,
Yep.
Okay,
the laser light goes.
Hold on. As he's doing that, Carol downs one of the vials of the sleeping potion.
Okay, so Carol, well, you're gonna have to jab a sedative into your neck, basically. But here's,
I see him doing this, and I'm like, oh.
Here's what happens: you set the laser tripwire, the laser beam goes across the hallway, and then Nighthawk's K9 or K8 companion cat runs at this laser that has been shot across the hallway. As the companion bot hits the laser light, the laser splits the companion cat in two, explodes, blowing up Kieran, who was still in the process of setting the laser trap.
Why are you doing this?
Because it's paranoia, bitch. And another Kieran drops down. Welcome Kieran number 4 to the game.
I feel like you don't want us to succeed.
Yeah.
I really do want you to succeed. In fact, there's a really easy way to succeed in the next 6 minutes, but I don't know you're going to figure it out.
I guarantee you we will not.
Is there?
we won't.
Oh, okay.
I'm broken.
Cool. Can I go farther down the hallway to the
You
next?
could. Unfortunately, you are incredibly sedate right now.
I
Friend Pewter.
Okay.
Yes, Resident Goldie.
Where do we get a long, skinny dick light bulb?
We get it from the
Jeez,
next corridor.
Down. Next bulb. Next.
Wait,
Bring
and also-
here.
Wait, what the? I can't. I won't.
If I
can't.
die in this realm, I'll just wake up in my own realm. I don't give a shit. I don't care about you
I
guys.
grab Kieran and start
If
pushing him to
I
the...
die in this realm, at least I'll be dead. You know? Great.
All right, come on, we got 5
Jeff
minutes.
grabs Kieran and pushes him into the next corridor.
Okay. Congratulations, you've done this.
Kieran, I'm going to get on your shoulders again, and we're going to take this light bulb, and we're going to put it in the other light bulb place.
Genius.
Brilliant. All right. And I hoist him up.
All right, you climb up on his back and you grab a light bulb.
Then we go back to corridor Y4
Y4.
and
Yep.
repeat the process in reverse.
All right, you climb up on Kieran's shoulders and you put the new light bulb in place. The corridor lights up, and you hear friend computer said, "Congratulations, you have successfully completed your mission.
Good
Please
job,
report to the debriefing immediately."
I want to die. Hey, friend Peter, I want to die. This is terrible.
That can be arranged. And lasers pop out of the wall and shoot Goldie.
My God.
If you die, do you lose your number
Yeah,
one?
Goldie number 3 drops down out of the ceiling. So all of you are now back in the original briefing room that you started in, and the original briefing officer is standing in front of you, and he says, "Okay, I'm going to make this quick. Apparently, we're on a short time frame here. Got about 4 minutes. I don't know why. It's unfortunate. Few questions. First of all, Resident Nighthawk did not receive a briefing feedback form from you. That's
because I don't care.
Oh. Okay.
I'm too lazy to give a shit. I'm a teen, and my voice does this.
You're a teen. I know that.
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
teen.
Well, I mean, while we're talking about you, Resident Nighthawk, I would like to point out a few concerns that I had with regards to your performance in
And
this
we can
most
go,
recent
a
mission.
couple minutes over, so don't stress it too much.
I know, but it's funnier if we have to beat the time. So concern that I had is that of your team, no one received more accusals of being a clone than you. Four separate accusal forms were submitted that you were, a damn dirty traitor, a damn dirty mutant, that you apparently went invisible at some point.
I mean, technically, that was the previous clone, not this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember actually
Not
addressing
helpful.
you at this point, Jeff.
Yeah.
My apologies, sir.
So let's sort this out. Let's see, 1, 2. So all the treason problems obviously seems to be a running situation with you. So we're gonna go ahead and burn a clone or 2, probably 3. Okay, yeah, let's just wipe them. And so then you get assassinated, and another one of you drops down, and it has a little 6 over its head, and you realize that this is the last Nighthawk.
The final Nighthawk.
The final Nighthawk.
We're at a meme number in the donations, by the way. Thank you so much to get us to 6,000 and then to the meme number 6069. If someone can get us $900 right now, that would rule.
That would rule very much.
That would rule hard.
Resident Toby, I have some concerns and questions for you.
Same.
Let's start perhaps first with your with your briefing feedback form.
Yeah.
You reported that your mission alert was a 2 on a scale of 1 to 9 with clear and accurate. You said I was not courteous and helpful.
You weren't.
You said that that I did not explain mission objectives well, that I did not make good use of visual aids. And you said, most importantly, I feel, that on a scale of 1 to 9, you rated a 1 how much you wish to leave your secret society. That is perhaps the most treasonous response I have ever received on a briefing feedback form. So you're saying that you are so in love with the secret society of which you are a member that you do not wish to leave?
You got me there.
You have
misunderstood the question.
You have broken 3
right now.
All right,
You got me too.
I take my boots off and hand them to Kieran. Like, all right.
Apparently threatened.
That's not what I meant, but you obviously... I take my jumpsuit off. Toby has like a sensor bar over his dingus and his butt. He's like, all right.
You also threatened, of all people, Equipment Jeff, which you just don't know what he's done for this facility. Equipment Jeff is the stalwart. And you apparently put rocket boots on your hands and threatened to eviscerate him or blow him across the room.
By the sounds of it, he's done fuck all for this complex.
Equipment
just give
Jeff.
out shitty light bulbs.
And then Equipment Jeff gave me the wrong fucking light bulb, so it didn't even matter. So yeah.
Well, apparently the mission was successful, so I don't know how you can blame Equipment Jeff for that. Can I also ask you how you can account for the fact that a K-AT companion bot and a laser tripwire were destroyed in the process of this mission?
Me?
Yes, you are the equipment officer, correct?
Uh-huh.
Did you return all equipment in its perfect condition as received? Let's go through. The bomba boots, 2 charges used. The sedatives, 1 used. Hygienomatic, glue depleted. K-AT companion bot, destroyed. Laser tripwire, destroyed. Needler, missing 1 dart. None of the equipment was returned as it was originally released.
Yeah, because we completed the mission though. So that, to me, that feels like why would you give us all this random shit to change a light bulb? We did it.
That entirely sounds like treasonous behavior. And
all right.
He melts you down, and then a 6th Toby slides down the chute. And they burn yet another one.
I got the fucking motherfucking fingers way the fuck up.
Resident Kieran.
Hello.
I have some concerns and questions for you.
Oh man, I bloody knew you would.
Can you tell me how you felt your mission went?
You know what? It was stressful, but the boys are out there, came together as a team in the second half. I guess bloody sport was the winner on the day, you know?
Can you explain to me why you're a dirty treasonous traitor?
Oh man, probably some bullshit reason someone else came up with, eh?
Actually, yes. Goldie reported you for treason for destruction and defacement of property, injury or reckless endangerment of fellow citizens, membership of a secret society, breach of security clearance, failure to follow correct Alpha Complex procedures, bribery or profiteering, conspiracy or sedition. Basically, they said that you were disrupting your mission by basically everything that you did.
That Alpha Complex stat didn't fucking help you, did it, Kieran?
Okay, look.
Most of us didn't roll, so.
Yeah. The thing about about the secret society, I put it on the briefing feedback form by accident, so you got me there. But the rest of that, nah, that's not me. I didn't do that. There's another guy.
Can you explain to me then why Nighthawk also accused you of treason for failure to report treason?
Because he's a punk ass bitch. That's why.
We reviewed the tape, and apparently that you shouted treason. You did not report the treason by form as required.
I did report the treason. My internet's bad, Adam. You know that. I tried.
In this hell, Kieran, we're all on the same Wi-Fi. No.
Can you explain to me as well why did not try the bouncy bubble beverage?
When did I did. I said it was delicious.
You said nope when asked, did you try the new bouncy bubble beverage? If so, what do you think of it?
In my later treason forms, I said it was delish.
That is a confliction because the first treason form you said no.
Because I hadn't tried it at the time. But I tried it later. It's not my fault.
We reviewed all records of this entire mission. There was no point during the mission where you had tried a bouncy bubble beverage. So either you lied on the first
not my
form,
fault you didn't notice,
committing treason, or you lied on the second form, committing treason. Which one was it?
I hate this.
I unzipped the jumpsuit and you can see all the gross clone placenta. See this? Bounty bubble beverage. I have absorbed it through my skin. It's delicious. You should try it sometime.
Lasers drop down from the ceiling, evaporate Kieran. He does not return.
This is what I wanted.
Friend computer,
escape from the hell.
I have a suggestion. For the treason form, could you also put needlessly plugging self as podcaster?
Being like a podcast, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. Who cares?
Really, everyone has a podcast. Everyone I know has a podcast.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes.
All right. So I can basically see from the processes here involved that most of this is just real bad. I want to go ahead and take a moment just to really hang a lampshade on one of these treason reports here. Misuse of computer property was reported by Carol against Voorhees.
Yep.
Not a member of your team. That's pretty strange, but okay. According to you, Voorhees and his
submit treason reports when you see treason.
Voorhees and his accompanying team were carrying a scrub bot, which prevented it from doing its assigned job. According to reviews, the scrub bot was actually malfunctioning to a certain degree, and so they actually sped up the process. Let's see.
Hey, if the scrub bot isn't on the ground scrubbing, it's not doing its job.
Well, it hadn't reached Y4, which was the area where it was intended to scrub. You actually probably were committing treason by not helping carry that scrub bot. It would have really resulted in you getting there much quicker.
Oh, listen, I call it like I see it. And, those things are meant for the ground, meant for scrubbing, and it wasn't doing its job.
Yeah, it wasn't at the scrubbing location, though. So you think that it should scrub all floors and scrub all areas indiscriminately?
Well, it seems like it'd be a waste of time if it wasn't scrubbing on the way there.
Okay, that's foolishness. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Can you also tell me about the time that you failed to obey an order and committed treason by thought, word, or deed, and disrespected your team leader?
I don't know if I remember that.
Oh, well, perhaps, he would if he were here. Resident Kieran could refresh you on one of that information.
Oh, wait, was he the one that reported me?
He did. He said that you disregarded your team leader's ideas and orders.
Well, I mean, I don't remember that, to be honest.
Well, unfortunately, it happened. Also, this is really a sad situation because there were a lot of negative responses on that original briefing feedback form. As the happiness officer, you are responsible for the happiness of everyone on your team. And there were a lot of people unhappy with that briefing, let me tell you.
Oh, well, she takes out the last vial and shoots herself in the neck.
All right. Well, she melts down into a pile, and then another Carol 6 slides into play. Let's see. Resident Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Interestingly enough, would you believe that no one accused you of treason?
Well, I mean, we did have that case of mistaken identity, but I believe that was cleared up.
Oh, thank you for alerting me to that. Yes, actually, several people accused you of treason. There's one here for Jeff. There's one here for equipment room Jeff, which I assume means it was you when you were inside the equipment room with the rest of your team.
I don't think that's what it means.
Let's see here. Yeah, some real bad stuff on this one. It says here, according to Goldie, you have been accused of theft or hoarding of computer property, injury or reckless endangerment of fellow citizens, failure to obey an order, failure to follow correct Alpha Complex procedures, failure to correctly follow Alpha Complex procedures, and in others, she says, pulling some bullshit.
So was that for Jeff or for Jeff something else?
Apparently, you fucked the rest of your team vis-a-vis the wrong light bulb.
That was the aforementioned Jeff in the equipment room.
If you care to scrub through my Cortex footage, you'll see that isn't true.
We will check it out. I will send a medbot immediately, and bot drops down over your head and inserts a syringe into your ear, and your eyes go completely blank. And when it pulls the syringe back out of your ear, Jeff falls into a heap on the floor, and another Jeff flops down. So sorry about that, Jeff. You are correct. That was a different Jeff, apparently, that gave you the wrong information. Unfortunately, the scanning procedure was very damaging to, well, you in general. But you're okay now. We couldn't find a lot of your clones. I don't know what happened. Standard procedure. But anyway, you're all good. It's Jeff 6 here now. Let's see. I guess that brings us to Goldie.
Oh, fuck.
Goldie, I have a few concerns and questions for you.
I thought you might.
How do you feel overall the mission went?
Well, I started pretty stressed. And it ended really fucking stressed. So, bad. But we did it. But we did bad.
Well, I mean, the mission was to change the light bulb. You did change the light bulb, correct?
We did it. We did a bad job, but we did it, and there's light there now.
Why do you feel that you did a bad job?
Because everyone fucking died a bunch, and then a cat got murdered, and I'm upset about that because I'm an animal, so I fuck with that cat. It was so bad. We had the wrong light bulb, and then I had to fill out a lot of forms, and I can barely read.
So you feel that you are personally responsible for the death of the catbot?
Okay, not what I said.
Well, you said that we did bad. We killed a catbot. We did all of these things.
Oh, I see. No. That was a team building exercise they taught me. Pre-briefing. We're all one unit. I didn't do anything wrong. At all.
I would like for you, if you could, please provide evidence of the suggested treason that you have accused so many people of. In fact, there are more treason request forms from you than from anyone on your team.
Oops. Yeah, no, I was real busy.
Can you please provide all of the evidence of treason immediately?
I think I did one against Toby because he had another body, and at the time I didn't know where other bodies come from, and I didn't have one, so he must be a damn dirty mutant. And he fell out of the ceiling, and I didn't keep another body in the ceiling, as far as I knew. I still haven't seen another body for me, so he has to be a damn dirty mutant. Kieran.
Oh no! I definitely dragged you into the lasers, and you came back.
Yeah, well, but this was before that.
That was
I didn't
after,
know.
yeah,
I learned new things as we went on. No, and then Kieran was actively sabotaging us by trying to help Toby have more responsibilities when he fucked us so much. So he had to be playing for that secret society, and then turns out on his form, hell yeah, he was. So, you know, good to go there. And then, you know, Equipment Room Jeff fucked us
What do
real
you
bad.
answer on that form for that question?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to bring up that question as well. From a scale of 1 to 9, Goldie, you responded that you are a 9 on wishing to leave your secret society. So that is good that you wish to leave your secret society, but being a part of a secret society is treason.
Yeah, I can barely read, so I saw blurs, and I thought, okay, this feels good, and then I just clicked.
So overall, you feel that your team displayed inadequate performance on the mission.
Yes.
Do you feel that they used the appropriate level of, I guess, thinking when they approached all of the situations proposed to them?
No. Well, no.
So as the combat officer in charge of deciding and explaining tactics to your team and instructing and demonstrating best practices, do you feel like you did your job?
Okay, so here's the thing. I probably did great. But I'm very small, and they couldn't hear me because their big dumb ears were too high up.
Well.
Oh, she's a racist then. Interesting.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, there was bear racism earlier.
Listen, here's the thing that really bothers me more than anything. How many light bulbs did your team break?
Too many. Probably 3, I think.
Correct. And at any time, did you think, as a registered mutant, perhaps I should use my telekinesis to prevent the light bulbs from breaking?
I'm having a little bit of the yips right now, and it just seemed like a bad time.
What?
It seemed like a not good time because I was having the yips, and I wasn't very confident in my telekinetic powers.
Well, if the telekinetic powers are not going to serve, if the telekinetic powers are not going to serve friend computer, you do not need them, and you are evaporated.
Oh.
And then you come back.
Going right now if you're just listening, by the way.
And you're evaporated a few more times. They don't just burn your clones; they let you like reform and then melt you down again.
Oh, good. Yeah.
You're down to your final clone.
Cool.
So that goes. I guess it comes around to Nighthawk. Wait, no, I did you already, didn't I?
No, you did me first. It was fine.
Okay, so you're all good and dead.
I thought I was 6.
You're 6. Okay, we consider it a job well done then. Just hang out. You'll get your next briefing. And he walks out. And then the wall behind him opens back up, and there's that guy with the gray hair sitting at his desk again.
All of this to change the light bulb.
I didn't have any powers.
So, important question.
Still don't.
I hope that you guys. Can you tell me, did the hallway get painted blue?
I literally don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
You can fuck yourself is exactly what I think we all think of you.
Bend over. I think I still have a big needle gun I'll shove right in you.
You didn't give us the hallway painted blue job. You gave it to someone else.
Yeah.
No, I gave you the hallway painted blue job. Your job, you were still going to Y4. If the hallway didn't get painted blue, then my lab partner is going to be in the lab. I can't send you guys back. I guess you're fucking stuck then.
What?
We were supposed to fail?
Yeah. Boo.
Well, if we're stuck, then I guess it doesn't matter if I commit treason and just end my life. Because I'm so sad, which I completely forgot about.
How would you go about sending us back?
Same way I brought you here, through the doors.
Could you give us a little bit more details about that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point it doesn't really matter because it is my lab partner's time. If you head down the hallway behind me here, actually, you'll go out into the labs. If you find doors, there should still be the ones that we opened to your world. You could just slide through them real quickly. Presuming he's not in there, because if he's in there and he's reset everything, then yeah, I mean you're kind of fucked.
I say,
okay, well, if we're fucked anyway, I jab him in the neck with a thing and I start running towards the door.
I follow.
Yeah.
All right, you guys run into the room behind him. There is a lab here. There are doors everywhere. There is a guy like hurriedly trying to unlock the door on the other side. You can see it's a clear like glass door, and he's like fumbling through his like swipe cards because he is here, but he is a little late.
Can I get to him?
You don't have any more sedatives if that's what you
Okay,
want.
can I shoot him with my hypodermic?
Can I shoot him with my boot?
All right, yeah. I mean, he swipes the door, slides open. What happens?
I punch him in the face.
Okay.
I shoot him with my hypodermic needle gun.
The hypodermic needle gun was retrieved back from you before you hit debriefing.
I have a gun skill. Do I have guns on my person?
No, you do not. Strangely enough, apparently Carol had like prison pursed a vial of sedatives because we didn't talk about that to this point, but that's okay.
It happened. Hey,
all right,
listen,
so you punch him in the face. Give me a melee plus violence.
I'm inside out dog Carol right now.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, I don't remember this. Sorry, what am I rolling again?
Violence plus melee. Okay. So 7 dice total.
Yeah. Oh boy. I got 1, 2, 3 5s, a 6, a 3, and a 4.
What is the computer die?
Oh. 6.
All right. So you punch this guy in the face. He goes down like a sack of potatoes. The computer comes over the broadcast intercom in the room and says, Carol, you are apparently attacking a green level resident.
I tripped and I dived towards my door.
Please stand still while a scrub bot is distributed to your area to scrub you.
I go to my door.
All right, you fling open a door. Luckily enough, it exits into an area that you know from Ore Mine.
I grab Jeff.
So Jeff and you
nice to meet you.
Zip through the doorway.
Okay. No, I actually wasn't there.
Really.
Oh, Goldie has to come with us as well.
I'm jumping.
Oh yeah, I guess she does. Huh?
Yeah, Goldie can like they slam the door behind them, and then Goldie's like fuck and runs over and like flings open the same door and jumps back through it.
It's a long day.
The ceiling slides open and like more lasers than any of you have seen before slide out of the ceiling.
I want to run to my door, please.
Yeah, there's several doors. Why don't you roll me a d6?
I would love to. Let me move this gun. A 3.
Okay, you find your door.
St. Paxton.
You fling open the door and it goes to wherever Toby would be currently in Drunk Rose.
Holy shit! Ah!
I'm tired.
And Toby falls forward through the door. Nighthawk.
Yeah.
You still here?
I'm pretty lazy about it all, I guess. So I guess I'll just stay here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you didn't punch anybody, so you just like when the scrub bot comes, it kind of looks around for a little while, doesn't find a Carol there, and like fucks off. And then over the next handful of years, you make your way up to, believe it or not, green level. You do pretty well for yourself.
Nice job.
Guys, I'm pretty ambitious, I guess. It's not
all right. Well, that's it. That's the game.
What about
we didn't do most. Oh, he's dead.
He died.
Oh,
no, yeah,
he died.
I'm dead.
He's dead. He's dead IRL.
Well, Adam, thank you so much. I legitimately don't like you anymore. It shows you the power of
So
games.
there was a moment today where most of the best games of Paranoia revolve around doing something very, very simple that becomes very, very difficult. Mm-hmm. And so at a point, like it was today that I'm like, I'm going to have them change a fucking light bulb. Like, and I'm going to keep breaking the light bulb. And I thought that it would take way less time for you guys to get down the hallway with a light bulb than it did.
Well, you literally just broke it without anything happening.
The first one I broke on purpose like without giving you a chance to not break it. The second one, I gave it to you with a booby trap that would break it, and you immediately set it in the booby trap. Like there were like. Yes, I set you up to fail, but it wasn't unfair, I don't feel. And
yes, it was.
Well, yeah, no, it was.
This is a fanny pack.
Right, but I mean, you should have looked inside. You never looked inside the fanny pack. It's important.
That's not true. Regardless, we are out of time and we're over time. Thank you so much, Adam, for running this.
Thank you, everyone, for donating.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very, very much.
8.5 more hours of delicious content to go. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been the most number of people on our Twitch stream that we've ever had consistently. So that helps us, I assume. I'm not sure. Tim Lanning is going to bed right now.
Yes.
Damn.
John is not. So John will be doing all 24 hours. I will see you all in like 7 hours-ish. Thanks again to everyone at Brute Force and everyone on Kieran, who's a famous podcaster, for helping us. Veronica, thank you so much for joining us for this section as well. John, what is up next?
Up next, we are switching over to some board games. We are going to be playing Red Dragon in Battle for Greyport, which we played as the first game last year, and it's really good.
Yeah, that game's really fun. I love it.
A bunch of people were asking in the chat about it as well. Last year's streams and also the years before's, those are all on YouTube already, and this year's will also be on YouTube if you want to watch it there as well.
Dope.
But give me a second to do it.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much, everyone. We have a lot to go, but I know we can do it, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Love you.
Good night.
Bye, Tim.
I love all of you.
I'm going to play some videos
Good night.
and sort out the next stream.
All
right. Bye.